up from your sleep, trapped in this dark dream. Your soul has turned to dust. You're just an empty husk. Wake up from your sleep, trapped in this dark dream. You're just so out of touch. You're just an empty husk.
So I'll never put that
Hey!
there again. Hey!
Are we unmuted?
Yeah, we are. Things working. Levels look good.
Yeah,
Crowd is happy.
Yeah.
Happy
What's
Friday.
up? Happy Friday, guys.
Welcome to Liberty Late Night.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Dave.
Yes, nice to see you
Look at
guys
that.
and have you
Normal.
here. Very excited. Dave worked on buttons.
The
so
design is very human.
Yes. So
Here we are.
We're back again. It feels like we were just here.
Well,
Yet
once
the
on-
week seemed like a really long time ago.
Give it to Brandon.
Seems like it took a while.
Whoa. Hey, look, there's a new one.
Time's a weird thing.
Make sure you
know?
check out midnightcoffeeroasting.com.
Seriously.
And another new one.
Yepers.
The Mobility Independent Foundation.
Very excited.
Follow
Thank you
them
for
on
putting those
Facebook.
there. Yeah. Very pumped that you got those and put those on there. So I want to start saying hi to everybody because
Yeah,
we have
do
a
it.
guest tonight.
Yeah, we gotta
you know?
move.
Yeah, we got to hustle, guys. We're super excited to have Tim back. Toolman Tim. Tons of fun. Great
Yeah.
to talk to. So we're happy to.
Super busy guy.
Yeah.
He's doing really good with the
He made time
the
to
stuff.
come on our show again.
Yeah.
So I feel special. All right, so Alan's here. What up, Alan?
Alan was
I haven't
super
checked
early.
the chat. Hello,
Alan.
Or the messenger chat, whatever.
Brandon.
I don't know if I
needs
missed
a button.
anything. Brandon, how are you? It's almost like spring, right? I mean, you're close to us down the county, but still.
It was hot out today.
Was
I
it?
saw a girl out walking her
was kinda
dog
cool, but-
wearing shorts. So evidently it's hot out.
It's warm enough for us here.
Yeah.
Tank tops and flip flops.
Is it 36
is,
degrees right now? Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty warm. Pretty warm. I hope you're doing well, Brandon. Gary's here.
Oh,
Gary.
Gary.
Sorry.
Gary, what are
No,
you
that's fine.
doing here? You're
My fault for
causing
trying to
a
pour a beer
scene!
during
At the
introductions.
same exact time. I know, right? Aaron, best mod, is here. Aaron is
there you
right
go.
here.
Oh, the buttons have
You
moved.
done messed up, Aaron!
I was looking for that one up here somewhere
Yeah.
for some reason.
They all kind of
so
shifted down. I kind of cleaned up, made some room for new people.
I finally learning where things are, and Dave's like, let's be like a grocery store and move all that shit around. MC Lacey, hi Matt, how are you?
Matt!
Keith is here on time, but we're still going to play your button,
Because
Keith.
it's the only one I have.
You're late,
That's all I
Keith.
have for you.
Which doesn't surprise me because you're a bad person.
But you know you're a good person, Keith.
Yeah.
You know that.
That's the joke.
Craig with the K up in the house.
Hey, Craig.
What's up?
What's going on?
Did you watch It's Too Late? I know you were there, and then your internet
Oh, yeah.
was like kind of failing you,
That's
and
a pretty
then
fun show.
You
That's a
said I'll
fun
have to
show.
watch it tomorrow. So did you end up watching it on Thursday?
Ooh, that'd be weird.
Let's see. Oh, we got Jamie Lynn. Hi, Jamie.
Jamie!
Dunmar's here. I think for Dunmar,
I couldn't find anything that actually says Dunmar.
okay.
Oh. Hello, Donmar.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
made one.
I thought you were going to play like something like Whipple or something. Dunmar's got a button now. All right. Yay. Very nice to see you. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, McHose. Hey, how are ya?
up,
You're
Hey,
like
AJ?
way over, way on the other side of the country, right? You're up in the that Alaska there, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right about that?
I think so.
I'm just commenting to hear sound for Joe. Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Do I have a
Do we have a
Joe?
Joe? I don't think we have a Joe here yet. Yeah.
No, I'll give him a react. What do we
Okay.
got?
Give him the Will Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! There you go.
Yeah. Woo! Nice to see you, Joe. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so like I said, we're having Tim on in just a little bit, so we're going to kind of fly through. Usually, if you're new here, we take time and chat with everybody. And we usually hang out for a while
we
before we
bullshit
do
for
the
a
wheel
long
spinning, but we're going to spin some wheels.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to spin some wheels. I am hot right now, and you have the heater on,
All
and
right.
I'm like
I'm
having
wearing
a hot
flip-flops,
flash.
so my toes are cold.
Oh, okay.
So every week we give away a prize to one of our patrons to say thank you for supporting us, encouraging us, keeping us going. There's a prize. This is what we're giving away. We're giving away a Liberty Late Night mug. I actually have one right here. They look pretty slick. Look how shiny, fancy,
Very nice.
3D, real. The white handle, white inside. It's pretty
And
sweet.
it makes things taste really good.
Apparently, yeah.
I mean, maybe I just drink things that taste good anyway.
Maybe that's it.
Could be, yeah. So yeah, thank you, Aaron, best mod. If you
keep
want to be
showing
on the
up,
wheel,
Joe. That's how people get a button. Is they're regulars. And
Yes.
I actually learned their name, which takes a few years. But
yeah, it does.
hey, Dave,
yeah.
put the fucking comments on the screen.
What? Oh shit! Hey,
Where are we at here?
do the
Where is it? There it is. Yep.
Damn it,
okay.
dumb shit, David.
Okay.
thanks, Aaron. Yeah, usually the comments are on the screen.
Oh,
I'm all right now. Yeah, I feel very warm right now. My ears turning red. Do you see that's happening? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Mitchell
look
C.
this
Lace.
way.
I know your name.
All right,
All
so we're gonna spin the wheel, but
After I find the damn
Dave's
comments,
gonna
where did I
put the
put those? There
comments
they are.
on
There they
the
are.
thing. You can't do sound, Mike Ryan, because Mike's the one who always says sound. Gotta push the. Hey Ryan. Hey Ryan. Did you get further in the book today? It's a really good book. I'm not gonna read ahead, I swear. What's up, Grandma Min? It's Dottie. Hi. Thanks for hanging out, Dottie. We love you. Played for 6 months or so.
That's scary.
All right. Well, thanks.
Facebook's putting out notifications for us.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
This is a good one
Thanks
too.
for coming back to hang
If you
out,
don't like
Joe.
Patreon and you're on Twitch, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can just subscribe for free. If you link your account to Amazon, and then we get money. Doesn't cost you anything. It's awesome. Win-win. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's go to the
win-wins.
wheel.
Yeah. Do a shuffle. Are you gonna do the?
I did shuffle.
Did you shuffle?
I did shuffle.
I did
What's it
shuffle it.
doing?
Okay. Sorry, you did.
Oh,
I'm
it's just
sorry.
that the first two are.
Okay.
What the heck? It did it twice.
I don't know.
Oh, you tricky wheel. Okay.
That book is wild. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. I'm nervous,
Are you ready?
though, Ryan.
To the wheel. So you can talk and it
Did it
mutes
unmute us?
Yeah, look
awesome.
at that.
Okay, so usually Dave's like all mad at me because I talk right through this, and he's like, Mary, So I went to say something, I caught myself, and he goes, doesn't matter because I muted you automatically. I'm like,
Video
yay,
is
thank
fuzzy
you.
on YouTube.
I was gonna say, Gary got a voicemail. He got a notification too. I'm just gonna hide my red ear underneath here so I can get even more red and hot. Jamie, Ryan and I were reading A Flicker in the Dark.
Joe, you can
yeah.
just make your own money.
Yep.
They don't want you to know that, but
Yes, there you go. He posted it there. Hi, Carl. What's up, Carl? We'll push your button when we come back.
yeah,
Spinning
it's good. It gets weird if we leave the wheel.
deal. Yeah. So let's give it a spin. Did you just meow? Did the cat just meow?
I thought I saw something.
I saw him, but yeah. I
All right.
Okay, yeah. So
You guys ready?
It's so warm right now.
We're gonna spin that wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
It's all going through? Yeah, it should be going through.
Yay.
Oh,
Line
it is.
almost. That's
Seth Davis gets a mug.
Oh my gosh! Somebody tag Seth
Absolute
if you're on
mad
Facebook. Tag Seth, that wonderful man. We love Seth. He's awesome.
I hope everything's all right.
He's gonna get a new mug to drink out of. Yes.
What are we doing now?
I'm on edge as it is. Are you okay, Carl? Okay. Oh, yes. Now we're gonna spin the wheel. I'm gonna push the button.
Teresa D from Connecticut. Hello.
Hey, hello. Hi, Teresa.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for popping in here. Okay, we're gonna watch a movie on Sunday night, like we usually do. It's on our burner channel on Twitch. Okay, so
It'll show up here.
It's
Here,
gonna
actually,
show
let me
up
go
right
there.
here. Dave's gonna do it. We spin a wheel, and then we watch that movie. Unless we don't want to watch that movie, and then we spin the wheel again. But that only
course.
happens every once in a while. So
So on the Patreon, or not Patreon, that didn't change.
it didn't change.
Oh, David missed something.
Oh.
I'll get another
That's
one.
okay. Dave's been down here working on stuff. I'm proud of him.
Do that. There it is. Twitch.tv/LLN movie night.
Yes.
Sunday nights, 9:30 Eastern. We watch a movie together.
Yes. I told Seth to be home was like that. Awesome. Thank you. I was gonna say him himself, high as a kite. Like I was gonna say something about it, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But he does that on his own. But I love him so much, and his whole entire family. So yes, tell him that. And
John Hanush has been following us for 3 years.
whoa, holy, holy, holy!
All right,
oh my gosh.
You want to spin it?
Yeah, let's spin it. I'm preoccupied with James' cough right now. Like my brain, I'm
Yeah,
trying
she's
not
just
to.
got that dry cough. It's
Yeah,
fine.
think about it.
Oh, we're watching it this time. Didn't we skip that one?
Oh, I think we did. We did
It's
not
meant to
watch
be.
this movie. It's
We're
meant to
watching
be.
Enemy
We
of the
have to
State.
watch it.
Oh wait, no, we did watch that.
Did we watch it? Who's
That-
in it?
We watched that, didn't
Did
we?
we watch that?
Yeah, we just watched it a couple weeks ago. Oh, where the hell is it?
We've been doing this too long. I gotta go.
All right, good night, guys.
We're out.
Try again next week.
My brain. Oh,
Okay, here we go.
yeah.
I'm spinning it again.
What the hell was it about? I can't even remember.
Gene Hackman and
Gross.
Fresh Prince. Remember they were going after him, and
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Even
okay.
better.
I'm excited. Blade Runner. Yes, please. Let's watch that. Okay. All right. Now I remember, guys. Sorry. It just we do this every week, and it just runs together. I haven't had enough to drink yet, so that's why. Sorry.
we tried watching that new Chris Walk. Let's go back to the bar. Hold on.
Okay.
So we were watching that new Chris Rock special with it's the new one
Chris
where
Rock.
he talks
Yeah,
about
with Chris Rock.
yeah, the one with Chris Walk. Chris Walk. We used to watch the special with Chris Walk.
What's wrong? Oh my god, I'm so
Retarded.
nervous.
We got
Ears are so
like
red.
one more. Oh, we got time. Okay.
Okay.
No, it is time. We don't have time. But yeah, we couldn't watch it. It was dumb.
It was too like
I don't know.
dumb.
It wasn't good.
You know how it is. I need a fan on my ears. Stop
Oh,
coughing.
I need to start virtual camera.
Ugh. All right.
We good? We good here?
I don't know. I think so. All right. Yeah. So I'm excited about Blade Runner. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be Sunday night. Movie night is every Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Everything we do is Eastern time, 9:30. So you can find us here on Friday nights, always for a regular show, and every other Tuesday we are on Twitch only.
Did I let him in? Or did I kick him out?
And we just hang out
I let him in.
and play videos, and we share.
I'm afraid I might be
Fun
sending his
videos and
own
stuff.
audio back to him.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, what's going on? I'm afraid it is, Jamie. I'm afraid it is Hot Flash. Nope, my ears just get red. I don't know.
Oh, no, we're good.
Teresa, like if my ears get like tickled, probably from my hair, or like I'm overheated, they get red.
Can you hear us, Tim?
Or like
Okay,
they
good.
get touched, they get red, and then there's just no stopping it. So now I just have to wear my hair down
All right, you ready?
and hide my red ears. My sweltering hot
been
red
crazy.
ears.
Oh,
oh,
nice.
sweet.
All right.
All right.
All right, so now we're gonna bring on Tim, the Toolman, Tim Cook. He's a handyman.
Yeah.
He's
an
an
awesome man.
What else does he do? He does
Prepper.
awesome- Prepper. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of prepper videos
podcaster,
now.
Post videos, all kinds of fun stuff. You're gonna have to do a quick rundown again. Crazy Canadian, I put earmuffs. That's a good idea.
Let me
CEO
get
of
this thing
Apple.
out here.
What's going on? Toolman Tim. Yeah. Oh, we have a button I can play for him. The little Timmy. Yeah. Oh, is that somebody? Is that your Discord thing, or is that Steam popping up? I don't know.
No, it's Restream doing weird stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. So I can't remember when you were here last time.
I was trying to think, but the last time I was on, it was a bit of a blur. I know I drank just a little too much, and we were in until late in the evening. And
It was tons of fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was a lot of fun. You're fun to just chat with.
Yeah.
last time I had you guys on my show, I was under the weather with the Rona.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You guys were troopers for coming on and holding
Well,
the fort down for
Dude,
me, so thank you.
were the trooper for still doing a show. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I was like, you do not have to do this.
Yeah, just did that anyways.
All right.
That was nice of you. Okay, there's the Timmy button. All right. Carl's here. Did we push Carl's button? Carl says he's a little on edge right now. So, well, okay. So what has been going on for everybody who maybe wasn't here last time? Can you give a quick rundown of how all this started, how you became Toolman Tim,
I might have to move that off.
and then what you've been doing? I mean, I feel like there's so much more now for you.
Oh,
than just
yeah.
that.
It's been, well, when we first met, way back when, it was on a platform that doesn't exist anymore.
That's
Yes.
right.
So, yes, Float has sunk. And they took some of their investors' money with them. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I saw some weird.
Really?
Oh yeah, we were
Okay.
watching your stream where you're kind of talking about it. and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not, whatever. Anyway, businesses collapse all the time. So I'm not saying there was, I didn't mean to imply that there was something wrongdoing there. It's just, they were heading along really well. And I love the platform. Anyway, so we met over there. That was one of those places where I was trying to make the best of it because I really wanted a kind of an open source. It was probably going to be a blockchain, but it was freedom minded. And, there was a lot of people who are into homesteading, self-reliance, preparedness.
Yep.
And I like to post pictures of my dog and what I was eating for supper. I was trying to, turn the tide on some of the, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the negativity. So I was like, we'll try it. But let's see, where did I start? Well, I saw Tim's post about the live cast, and hey, right on, Teresa. Good. Freesteading is another awesome platform right now.
You're doing great.
A couple of good buddies of mine, Tag from Life Done Free and Spags. I don't know if you guys know them. Anyway, they run freesteading, and it's kind of a combination between prepping and homesteading. And there are some guys out of Kansas, and I'm going to be at their event sometime this fall. I'm going to be speaking down there, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's super cool.
So yeah, where did this whole workshop Toolman thing come from? It's because my wife got tired of me talking about tools. So I said I need to find someone else to listen to me.
Oh, there you go.
Apparently a few people like this, middle-aged balding Canadian guy that said out and about all the time. And so it started with tools, but my real passion has always been prepping and, preparedness, and not like the fear-mongering style, but just being prepared for the most common everyday eventuality. So do you guys remember when I was on here last? Has it been like a year and a half?
It
It
could
could
be.
be.
A year?
It really
I
could
don't
be.
know. I was trying to think, so I don't know.
have to go to the
Anyway, I'm
photos
sure there'll
and
be
check.
people who haven't been here, but
Yeah.
so I joined the Survival Podcast Expert Council. That was really cool. Got on that. That's been a big boon for me. And then just started plugging away. And my podcast is about to top 300 episodes. So we've done really well. We've gone to 4 days a week because I didn't have enough to do with my free time. Spoke at 3 different events last summer, which was friggin' awesome. I was at Living Free in Tennessee Spring Workshop. Then I spoke 3 times at Prepper Camp. And if anybody's ever gone to Prepper Camp, it's friggin' incredible. And there's about 1,000 people there. It's the largest outdoor. You guys I have no sound from you. Is that okay?
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, no, there we go. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Sorry.
I got a gate on, so it shuts it off after.
Yeah, cool. So I'm like, yeah. So yeah, we have Prepper Camp, then Self-Reliance Festival. And now it looks like this summer I'm going to be at, I think 8 different events. So it's been,
Wow.
it's been fun. Yeah.
That's
we
awesome.
bought 10 acres in Tennessee, which is,
where in Tennessee?
am I allowed to swear on here? I can't remember.
yeah,
Do I
yeah,
swear or no?
please.
Okay,
Should
good.
you?
All right.
Hell
So
yeah. Go
I can
ahead. I'm
let my
fine.
hair down then.
You were on last year, March 11th,
thank you,
2022.
Aaron. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
almost
geez.
a year.
Okay. Oh, thank you, the Aaron.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's our
best
Twitch
mod.
mod.
Best
Appreciate
mod.
it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You gotta get you an Aaron.
Hey, Seth, you
They're
want
nice.
the mug? Yeah. Yeah, we're about.
It is south of Camden. So we're about 40 minutes south of Camden. Do you guys, anybody know John Willis from Special Operations Equipment? He does, anyway, cool fucking feller. That's where Self-Reliance Festival is.
Okay.
That Tactical Response, one of the best shooting training places in the
Nice.
States, I would
Yep.
say. And so just south of them. So I'm going down for 7 weeks to work on my freedom seeds. So we're going to see what we can do.
How great. Okay.
Okay,
Because we're going
so
to be.
he's over there at Columbia's.
Okay.
It's that far
east-
from
yeah.
Columbia on my map.
which is just south of Nashville.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be in around the Nashville area in June. So.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there in April as well. But yeah.
Oh
Shit,
man,
yeah.
no. Well, I don't know how you get down there, but we'll, if you ever want to stop by here and visit, you're probably flying, but if you drive, you can,
Nope,
stop
I
by.
drive.
Oh, good.
I-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what area
we drive
were you
every
in?
time. I love
Just
it. Yeah.
generally.
Yeah. What part of?
What's that?
What part of Canada are you in?
Oh, Alberta. So
Okay.
northern North Dakota.
Oh, you're way
My
over there.
local
Okay.
friend
Okay.
went to stay.
Holy. Dang. How long of a
Because you
drive
guys
is
are on
that?
the East Coast, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long of a
What's
drive
that?
for you then to
That's a big
Tennessee?
drive.
30 hours.
Shit. I'm not.
30
gonna complain
hours.
about
2
it.
nights, 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh my gosh. So, do you make it a whole everybody gets in the van and go down, or are you just going by yourself, or how's this gonna go?
So in April, this will be fun. So my wife went with me last year to the event. We went in April. We had
Okay.
a blast, just the two of us.
Oh yes.
This year, I'm taking our twins with us as well. So there'll be 4 of us, the 2
Woo!
girls and Mama and me.
Ooh.
So we're going down for about 10. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know the exact name of the town yet. I just found out that I'm going to be speaking there less than 5 days ago. But I will get into my email here in a minute and I'll let Aaron know. He wants to know
Okay.
where I'm
Yeah, because
speaking in Kansas.
he lives
so
in the
I'll
middle of
get that
nowhere
for you.
there.
Yeah, he lives in the middle of nowhere.
So yeah, we're gonna. So the 4 of us are going down for this trip, and then I'm going down for 7 weeks by myself.
Okay.
I'm going the day after Labor Day and staying until the day after Self Reliance Festival, which is the middle of October. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh my gosh. We are in
Pennsylvania.
the great state of Pennsylvania, Teresa. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I
great
knew you
state.
guys were close. And my buddy Dan, last time we were on here, for about 3 months afterwards, he said how hungover he was the next morning. He said he tried to keep. I didn't think we drank that much, but
Oh.
he
Oh,
said,
oh.
No,
I think
we
he
are
just used it
professionals.
as a-
Don't try this at home.
no, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I've
We've been training for a long
I've taken
time.
a love for bourbon and old fashions. Those
Oh,
are my
great.
thing for about
Yeah.
the last year. It's all I've been drinking. Oh,
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah. And you know what? Being down there in Tennessee and that whole
Oh,
area there.
that's
you know.
bourbon
Mhm,
area.
mhm.
That's where it's bold.
yes, it
Okay.
is. I came home with a bottle last time, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, it was good." It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
somebody
when it-
gave me one. It was a bottle of blonde bourbon, and oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we got Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah.
We're not in New York, but we do support Buffalo Bills. They're our team. So
We're talking in the chat, but yeah, we went down to Tennessee last year, and I walked into some little liquor store, and I'm like, what can I only get here?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we have this and that, and I'm
That's
like,
what-
okay,
yes.
yeah, and I'm like, I drink too much to spend that much, so you're gonna have to find something a little lower shelf.
dial it
not
down
the
a
bottom
bit.
shelf, but
Yeah,
can't
I
beat.
did that when I was in North Carolina. I said, "What's your decentest bourbon that I can only get here?" And he's like, "Oh, this is great. It's won awards and it's called Larceny." So I bring it back. I walk into my local liquor store and there's
Yeah, we
some
have
bottles of it sitting on
yeah,
the liquor store. I'm like,
we
"Son
have-
of a bitch."
I've seen that.
Oh my.
The guy thought, but
Yeah.
it's like when you go to Florida and they had these, I don't know what they're, look like fossilized mini alligators. They're stuffed or dried alligators.
Oh,
And I looked at the guy and I'm like, "Can I take that on the plane back to Canada?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure." I'm thinking, you don't have a clue, man.
Yeah,
No,
he
this-
doesn't know.
I'm
He
sure
just
it'll get
wants
me
to-
arrested or
Yeah, he
something.
just wants to sell it.
in that case, it's not better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, yeah.
TSA doesn't play like that.
No,
Right.
no, yeah.
Use that little thing as a weapon. Do you
You
fly
guys are
a
using
lot?
Restream? Have you been using?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say,
Oh,
do you
I'm
fly
sorry.
a lot? I don't know. Dave doesn't like to fly. We haven't flown
We've never
ever
flown.
together.
No,
Um,
but now especially not.
because of the
You know,
with TSA and
oh.
stuff like that, he hates it. He refuses to plan anything where we need to fly to it. 'Cause it
Flying is a miserable experience at the best of times.
Yeah.
We do
They're
fly.
so
We
fast.
flew to last year we flew down to Tennessee and then drove down to Florida, spent a week down there. And Becky right now is in England, my wife, and
Wow.
she took
Oh.
our daughters and some other
Wow.
lady family, and that was really cool. But so we do fly. I don't like it. I'm not made for
Mm-hmm.
the seats. But yeah, I am the iPhone guy.
I
I'm the real Tim Cook, in case anybody's wondering.
Oh,
But yeah, Yeah, because so this is my email is therealtimcook@gmail.com.
Oh, that's
And
Nice.
that all started like 12 years ago. I was selling software over the phone and on the internet. And so we
Oh.
would like chat with people and then try to push them to the phone, right?
Mhm.
And one day this guy's like, "Oh, Tim Cook, are you moonlighting?" You know?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, I'm the real Tim Cook." And anyway, he posted it on Reddit. It got to the front page of Reddit. And then my boss found out and gave me shit over it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Who wouldn't think it was a joke, right?
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. That's like Jim Brewer.
That's
doing
great, though,
that,
yeah.
The accent, you know.
Oh,
at
the whole
Sears.
yeah, he has the whole bit where he worked at Sears and
Do you know Jim Brewer? He's a comedian. He was on Saturday Night Live a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
a little
he's-
bit, yeah.
He's
he
funny.
talked about calling the other department and calling in like a bomb threat with
Yeah.
his Middle Eastern. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no.
And this is back in the day before you get arrested for that kind
But
of
the
stuff.
whole
you know,
the whole
like,
mall got swatted.
and he's like, I can't believe the guy
Yeah, go boy.
believed because at
Yeah,
the
that
end
Saddam
he said,
Hussein was going to bomb
yeah,
the
this
Sears.
yeah. He's like, and then all hail paint
Yeah.
department or something. Like, people are weird. People are really weird.
You I ran across this. This reminded me of you guys, but do you ever listen to Bill Burr?
I
Oh,
love
at
Bill
all?
Burr. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen the set he did in Philly where he basically insulted the crowd for 12 minutes straight? If you've never watched it, it's one of the fucking funniest
We'll have to
things you
check
will
it out.
I
ever
feel
see.
like I've heard
Because
about it.
we've seen like all
Yeah.
the Netflix ones, but we haven't done.
So
a real
this is
deep dive.
like this was just some kind of bootleg recording, and the crowd was drunk. I mean, typical Philly crowd. I know it's
Yeah.
hard to believe. You know, they were drunk on what Philly cheesesteak and whatever they drink
yeah,
there. I
yeah,
don't know,
whatever
but
they drink.
so he would.
Liberty
Shit!
Bells.
What's the name of the famous beer you guys have?
Yingling.
Oh, Yingling.
What's your
We have Yingling.
Yingling? Yeah, that's what I was
mhm.
trying to come out with.
Okay.
Yeah. So Philly cheesesteak and Yingling. Anyway, the crowd was like assholes all night to all the other comedians. So Bill gets up there and he's
Oh.
like, "Fuck it," and he roasted Philly for 12
Oh my
minutes straight,
gosh.
and he
Oh my
like
gosh.
called them every name. Like it wasn't funny, but only Bill Burr could do that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep. mhm.
so good.
Wow, I'm gonna have to check that out. He is.
Yeah, that's fun.
He is really funny.
He has a bit of a temper, you know?
Yeah, we just watched one of his stand-ups with our oldest the other day. David's almost 14,
And we're kind of pushing him along,
we're like,
at least in
okay, like,
comedy. You know?
Yeah. There's certain comedians. I mean, it's like
I love.
it's not even the just like bad words like, and I mean I say bad words. I'm a
Yeah.
mom, but
There's certain that are just
there's certain
uncomfortable
thing-
to watch
yeah,
with
it's
your
like,
child.
you know.
Don't feel like you have to apologize. It's okay.
Yeah.
Trust me, I understand.
But we ended up watching that one with him, and it was good, because we've always watched like Brian Regan
I'm gonna write that
and what's his name, the Beyond the Pale guy. We just
Oh,
Jim Gaffigan,
Jim Gaffigan.
that kind of stuff.
He's
so.
too like morning
yeah, I
news.
like it.
But he's funny though. But anyway, so we did. Our cat has the zoomies right now.
Zoomies.
We did watch some Bill Burr. Dave and I tried. We were just saying right before this, we tried to watch the new Chris Rock one that came out because we saw.
Oh yeah.
But you know what is really getting to me with all like the comedians and stuff? It's bothering me that it's turning into this like preachy thing, and I'm like, I want to laugh.
That's not their job.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your opinion on this or that, and especially anything that came out recent, like around like serious COVID time when things were like opening back up and people could go see shows again, and these people have these jokes written about COVID, and and it's like, and they're I don't know, I feel like, and they're inserting their opinion on vaccines, and I'm like, I'm not here for this. I didn't tune in for this. So we turned off. I didn't enjoy the Chris Rock one at all, actually, and I had to turn off
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan because he got too preachy about shit. I'm like, come on.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
But here's the thing, you had guys like the guys out of the 70s. They could still tell, they could be funny.
Yep.
They could get their point across, but it didn't have to be obvious about it, right?
Right. Yep.
That's what I always felt, because that's the beauty. I always thought the beauty of comedy was simply the fact that you could handle tough issues that people don't want to talk about.
Yes.
And you make fucking fun of everything and everybody. And that's the way you get people to open up about
Exactly.
things,
Not sounding like you're standing behind a platform, giving a speech from the White House, like this is how it should be.
But
like it's
is it kind of that thing where you don't like people or comedians that get into Christian jokes, you know, and it's like kind of like, you know, let it go.
I,
but
you know what? I just don't laugh at those ones. You
Yeah.
know, like.
but maybe you don't like the COVID ones because they have a different opinion.
I mean, maybe so. I'll try to rewatch it. I might try to rewatch it, but it just felt too. I don't know. A lot of them just seem preachy. You know, to
It's
me,
like-
I just want to laugh. Just
It's
make
like when
me
people
laugh.
get, you know, that virtue signaling. Like,
Yeah.
I did the right thing and you're bad.
I don't know.
But that seems to all turned around now.
So I don't know. I was thinking George Carlin when you said, you know, about the
Yeah,
older
that's-
comedians. Like he was. Oh, okay. There we go. Joe said it too. George Carlin. He could do exactly what you said. Take something serious and just make everybody uncomfortably laugh. You know, about it. Like, just really, really good. Yeah. So I don't know.
Jeff Dunham. Is he the ventriloquist?
I miss.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is. I miss. Who do I miss? Louis C.K.
Yeah.
You know, I miss
Oh,
him
yes.
a lot because I don't know that he's. I don't know. Like, did they cancel him?
Is he doing
I mean,
anything
He's
anymore?
back around a bit.
Is he okay? I'll have
He
to
is.
I
look.
He's
saw him
coming back.
tweeting.
Yeah. What's that?
I saw him tweeting on Twitter, and I thought he was one of the ones that said, "I'll never be on Twitter."
Yeah.
And then I saw him on Twitter like a lot. Maybe he's
I
like,
hope
"Yeah,
so.
I'll
I
never
like
back in."
him.
Was he recently on Rogan, or am I drunk
Oh, I
about
don't know.
that?
Oh,
Maybe it
he-
wasn't Rogan.
He just
might
did a
be-
stand-up.
Johnny
I have to
Carson.
look. There was somebody. He seems to be making a bit of a comeback. I don't know.
sure
I like
hope
the
so.
guy. I mean,
I sure.
it's possible. You know, I'm going to put it out there. You could still listen to the Bill Cosby records from the 70s and laugh at them.
Yep.
I have no problem with that.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I just have. If the guy's a piece of shit,
Yeah.
that's fine. You know, you can separate what they create from the creator. It's
Well,
just
Yeah.
People
this
still
last
listen to
10
Michael
years
Jackson
where all
and
of a
love
sudden
it.
we're not able to do it anymore.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. I know.
Yeah,
That's
they
a-
listen to that without any kind of, you know,
I know, I
unapologetically.
I,
you know?
I listen to Michael Jackson. I'm like, that was my childhood, damn it, you know, like. And I think David's like, well, wasn't he? And I'm like, you shut your mouth. I don't know. Was this alleged?
Tom
I
Cruise
don't
is a
know.
Scientologist. We
Yes.
still like Top Gun. Shut up.
Yeah. Now, have you ever looked?
Did you guys
into...
ever watch the?
Oh no, you
Oh,
go ahead,
go
Tim.
ahead. I'm
no,
sorry,
I know
there's a bit of a lag. I don't mean to
slight
step over
delay.
you.
You go.
Yeah, we're always here.
So this summer I introduced my daughters to Celebrity Jeopardy. Do you guys ever watch the Celebrity Jeopardy skits on Saturday Night
Sally.
Live? Oh yeah, and they loved it.
Yeah.
They're
Sean
what are they?
Connery.
13? Yeah, they'll be 14 in May.
Burt
So
Reynolds.
I mean, we watch Jackass together, and I tried to introduce them to Trailer Park Boys, but they didn't find it funny.
Oh,
You know,
you guys know
it's-
Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, it seems really stupid, but I feel like Trailer Park Boys is actually very cerebral. It's like I really get into like there's a place somewhere that exists like this that has this hierarchy that operates like this. This is like
had
real
to
people.
Watch it. Like I had to
So,
come back
true
and start
story.
it again.
That's where I grew up. So the original few seasons of the Trailer Park Boys was filmed 2.5 hours from where I grew up.
What?
And I know people just like them. That is 100% true to life. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
it kind of gets flanderized as the seasons go on, you know, gets a little crazier. But yes, those first few seasons, I absolutely knew people just like that.
Oh my
a
gosh.
bit
That's
of a-
what Dave was always like. There are people like
Yeah.
this in the world.
Because I was on third shift for like a year or something, and so I had my room upstairs all blacked out. I'd come home, have the family wake up, we'd hang out for a little bit, and I'm like, well, I got to go to bed now. I'll go upstairs, have a couple drinks, watch Trailer Park Boys for a couple hours, and then go to sleep. And like I was just burning through them, and I'm like, this is fascinating. Like
yeah,
yes.
it's like fascinating. Like yeah. It took me a
it's
little
like watching
bit.
Animal
Like-
Planet with humans.
Like Ricky's dad, you know how he's always faking he's always trying to get his disability or whatever.
Okay,
Is it
yeah.
Ricky's dad? You know, he's in the wheelchair. I know people like that.
Yep.
You know, all
Right.
of that. I knew guys that, you know, maybe they had both doors on the front of their car, but other than that, that whole car situation was real. And the
Yeah.
hierarchy of the trailer park. Oh, yeah. We used to take our girls on an Easter egg hunt at a trailer park that looked probably not much nicer than that.
Really? Oh man. Okay. Oh, they're on
They're on
TikTok. Oh
yeah.
boy.
Yeah, they're still going.
Yeah,
It's-
they are.
It's weird to see them like all old now, even though they still kind of look the same, but you can tell they're old. After like I was watching the first few seasons, and then I just couldn't watch it all because they have so much content.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. That
Leahy
it
passed
was-
away.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's right.
Oh man,
When
Legend.
was that anyway? Because
it was a couple years
I
ago.
don't know, was it pre-COVID? Who knows?
Yeah, it was
like
pre-COVID.
I
4 or
can't
5
remember.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, red green. Heck
He,
yeah.
Another great Canadian.
Oh, another great Canadian. And so Leahy was an incredible dude. He struggled with the actor, struggled with addiction to gambling for a lot of years, and he was very open about it, and he shared with people. But if you ever want to see a cool video, he had a beachside house that he built, and over the last 40 years that he was alive, he built this massive rock wall and rock walkways all around, and it's the weirdest thing. This person's interviewing him, and he's just talking about the human's need to do things, and how he said he's not sure why he built this, but he just knew that it would be there 200 years after he passed away.
Oh,
it's one of
man,
the
like
coolest
old
things
school.
to see. It was like, yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't even, never gave any thought to that, like,
Oh no! Listen, if you're going to put Alanis and Avril up there, Nickelback has to go up there too.
Oh, what the hell's
Nickelback
happening
is a
in
wedding
chat?
song, so you can pick me what you want.
all right. So I love Alanis.
And you put
Avril too.
Nickelback
Yeah.
with them. Wow, bold talk there.
Okay. All right. Is the love because they're Canadians or what? Like,
Yeah.
Oh no, I legitimately like their. Okay, I liken Nickelback to. I think they're the modern day AC/DC. They know what their sound is. They know what they need to put out to be good, and they don't put anything else out. They just keep putting the same shit out,
Well, yeah,
album after
that's
album after album.
yeah.
And their hardcore fans like it. They've never really changed other than Chad Kroeger cut his hair. I've listened to them since the mid 90s. They used to be an indie band, and they had Leader of Men was their song before they hit it big. So I've listened to them since, like I was in junior high.
Wow.
And they're from just about an hour away from here.
Nice. And I'm totally not judging you.
No,
by the
no,
way,
it's an internet meme.
at all.
You know,
Yeah. Like everyone's
You
like,
can
oh,
judge me. I don't.
No, that's great.
I wouldn't though.
like I liked them before they were a meme.
I liked it before they were. Yeah. Yep. Are Bare Naked Ladies? Are they from Canada too? The Bare Naked Ladies, are they?
They
Canadian?
are.
Yeah.
And the lead singer got caught for taking cocaine across the border. So now they have a new lead singer. He's the old backup singer. But
Oh
they're
my-
super talented.
Wait,
Yeah, they
did
are.
he
I
get arrested?
love-
He got put away for that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he ever got put away, but he lost the ability to cross the border. And then he got, it's kind of funny that, you remember that they sung the song, oh shoot. What's the lead singer of Beach Boys? Brian
Oh, I was
Wilson.
listening to some
Brian
Beach
Wilson. They
Boys
had the
the
song
other
about
day.
Brian Wilson being a prima donna and trying to break up the band or whatever. And then that's what happened to them. But
Oh my goodness.
so they're like a Canadian legend, eh? So we had the Canadian version of MTV up here called Much Music, and
Did they
it's in
actually play
Toronto.
music?
So for
Does it
those
play
Americans who don't
reality
know,
shows
Toronto
now?
is a rather large Canadian city.
No,
Yeah.
actually,
And
I actually got
that's-
Toronto stations. I think we talked about it when I was a kid. We had the antenna, and here I could get Toronto stations, so I'd watch
yeah.
City TV and stuff because I could see
the
boobies at night.
boobies.
You
Yeah,
ever see Speaker's Corner?
that sounds familiar. Yes.
So what? Okay.
Yeah.
So on Yonge Street, the big, or I forget, Queen Street, and where Much Music was, they had a booth,
Much-
and this was back before social media.
Now I
You
remember
would
Much
go in and put
Music.
$1 in. Yeah, on Much Music. Yeah. So anyway, the
Whoa.
Bare Naked Ladies, before they hit it big, were just some indie band. They go into the Speaker's Corner, put $1 in the booth, sing
Oh.
a song, and that's how they got discovered. Because they would play, if you put your $1 in, they would play that clip on
gosh.
Much Music at different times
What?
during the day.
like
Yeah.
I'm being
It was awesome.
like,
It's on YouTube still.
awashed with
Wow.
childhood memories.
And
Like
Dave doesn't have a lot of memories.
no, I they're all corroded with hops and bongos
Did the
and-
alcohol push him out?
but still have from
Oh
Tommy
my
Boy, I
gosh,
think.
that is awesome.
But yeah, I remember Speaker's Corner. And Much Music sounds really familiar.
It was
always-
good until
I always watched the
it went
fashion show they
MTV
had.
as well. And
Oh, did they start doing reality
oh,
TV shows?
fashion television, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can
the
still hear the soundtrack to it because you didn't watch it. Yeah, you know why we watched it, of
Yeah.
course, right? So yeah,
Racy for a teenage kid that got some big rat.
that was the
ears on
best
his-
part of Canadian TV was
Yeah,
we had French channels, right? So
Oh.
Quebec channels and
Okay.
stuff from France. And so if you stayed up late enough, you would get the good stuff
That's
because you
that-
can imagine what French channels were like.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Oh
I'm
my
like-
goodness.
like I don't understand what's going on. It's great.
Why am I seeing this? I don't care to.
Because we didn't have cable. Like my dad was too cheap to get cable, and plus
Well,
it
cable
was all
expensive,
evil
though,
too.
Still, yeah, it was like really.
Like we don't need that evil in our house, and I'm like, that's fine. I got Canadian stations. Good night.
7:30 p.m.
Did you grow up in a Christian home?
Yeah. And we didn't go to church
Yeah, me
every
too.
Sunday,
Yeah.
but you know they tried to keep the values. Like I always say, like when The Simpsons first came out, we weren't allowed to watch that. But then by the time I was a teenager, my dad would actually announce when The Simpsons were on. And we talked about it on Alan's show where like the first seasons were kind of like, whoa. And then they kind of tamed down. And maybe that's what happened to where my dad would be like, Simpsons are on. Let's go watch Simpsons.
It's weird now what's on TV. Did your guys' MTV up there, did it turn into like a reality TV?
Oh, the Much Music? Do they
where
still-
nothing is music based anymore, really?
Yep.
Because that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And then it just kind of, I think they actually can't get rid of it eventually. I think it's gone now.
They should
Oh,
do
yeah.
that with MTV.
It's
Yes,
sad.
because it's-
yeah.
It's garbage.
It's not very good anymore.
No.
Yeah, not that I mean, we don't have cable because
We
there's
don't know,
so
but now we're
many
beyond
different
cable.
things. There's my kids don't like. We had cable once, and they're like, "What are these ads?" I'm like, "Those are called commercials.
What's with all the ads?
Those are commercials."
There's a line in the sand. If you call them ads, you're a certain age. If
Yeah.
you call them commercials,
Yes.
you're old.
Yeah,
That's just simple as how it
Isn't
is.
that funny?
Yeah, now we call that legacy media.
Okay, legacy. All right, yeah. Your
Oh, well,
parents'
Monty Python's pretty nuts.
Python.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I watched
Yes.
any
How
Monty
about-
Python until I met Dave.
Yeah.
So
And I wasn't into the
Faulty
Flying
Towers.
Circus.
Did you ever watch Faulty Towers?
My friend Bill was way into it, and so he got me to watch a few of them, and I enjoyed them. I
know that I
didn't
watched them.
I didn't go through them. Yeah, we
That
probably
might have
watched a
been-
little
The
bit.
Nazi episode is one of the funniest things that's ever been put out.
And it's
And that's
so
what
many things
comedy's
that have
for.
been put out could not be put out anymore. Like we have watched some movies on, and we're like, this could absolutely not be made and distributed to the public on mainstream media in
No.
any way, shape, or form anymore at all.
Just
Like,
for one line.
yeah, for one thing said, and it's like it's sad,
Like
That I
Blazing
was gonna say
Saddles.
Blazing
Here it is,
Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
We watched that on one of our movie nights.
Actually, yes, I was just going to say they are rebooting Faulty Towers, and it's going to have
that's right,
the main guy in it again. But I don't know.
Was that John?
Basil
oh,
Fawlty's
John.
going to be back.
Okay.
John Cleese, I get him mixed up with the other guy that looks just like him.
All those
Yeah.
British people look the same.
Hey,
to me.
hold on. You can say that.
My favorite British show was Father Ted. I loved Father Ted. I don't know if
don't know that
that's a
one.
deep cut out there, but if anybody's ever seen Father
I
Ted,
don't think so.
it was about three priests who live in a house together on an island off of the coast of Ireland.
Oh,
One was a drunk, one was an idiot, and one tried to keep them all together.
oh, okay. That's
So
a good
good.
premise. Yeah.
Only about 3 seasons, and the main guy passed away at the end of the third season, so they couldn't
Oh.
make any more anyway. But it was
Mm.
so good.
And what's it called?
Father Ted
Father Ted.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds like a good.
premise. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Gosh.
Especially Irish.
Yeah. Some of the things
Oh.
they come out with these days, I'm like, really? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know how network television is still
yeah.
a thing.
And then they're
It's
like,
so
okay.
expensive.
So,
and
okay, yeah, go ahead.
old
I'm
people.
sorry.
That's what it is. It's old
I'm
people are
gonna write
watching.
on Alan's your note there.
Yeah, go ahead. That's a show note.
okay, Father
That's
Ted,
The
okay.
LLN show note.
We watched How I Met Your Mother. That was like back when before we had kids, really.
When it first came out.
When it first came out, yeah, we didn't like.
well,
I don't
this is
think we
kinda
saw
funny.
the final
And
one,
then-
yeah. But now they have like How I Met Your Father.
Oh,
and, like,
how I Met Your Mother. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually good. Yeah, that was fun.
and I look at it if I happen to see an ad for it or something, and I'm like, this just I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I'm judging. I think it's not. I don't know. Come up with something original.
I do the same thing.
Like maybe I'm just old.
Have you
Oh
found
shit, I'm
anything-
old. Oh no.
But you're not that old.
But I sound like an old person being like, that's dumb. Oh no, it's happening.
A stuffed toy priest gets no, it's not. Where the hell? That's funny.
What?
A stuffed toy priest that gets
Oh.
brought to life like Ted.
Ted the
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Letterkenny.
yes, Letterkenny.
All right,
I was
your
gonna
thoughts
bring up
on
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. Mm-hmm. I love that show.
It is. probably the smartest TV show right now, Letterkenny. The writing is fucking incredible.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
you got to
great?
pay attention. It's coming at you fast.
It is.
It's like modern poetry.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I can't. I'm like, subtitles don't really help. Everything's going so quick. Like, I don't understand all the references. He did say Tim Hortons. I know what that is. Like, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Have you seen that show?
I should, and I know I would love it if I did. The problem is, if I started, I'd probably get hooked and have to go through the 72
Yeah.
seasons. That
There
are
are
out
so
right now.
many.
You'd have
There are
to.
so
It is
many.
really good. That's
It is a
another
really
one
good
where
show.
it's stupid and ridiculous, but it's fascinating
It's
because they're
so-
such sociopaths.
They're terrible people. And you're just like, why am I still watching this? They're awful. Like,
But it's hilarious.
but it's so funny. Yeah,
It's
it
a really
really
good show.
is so funny. Too fast for Lyle. Okay, Letterkenny's too fast, too monotone. Okay.
Teresa
And
says, no, for real, Ted is a bumbling priest in Ireland with a few other bumbling priests and a crazy woman running the rectory.
Sounds fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is her name? Mrs. Doyle. She comes out one time and she's like, Father, would you like some biscuits? And he's like, I don't think so. She goes, they have cocaine in them. And he's like, what did you say? She said, no biscuits. It
Oh
made
my
no
God.
sense, but she was so funny the way she would do
Oh, yes. We got to watch it now.
Yep.
That sounds hilarious. Mrs.
it.
Well, we
Mrs.
got- we got it
Doyle.
written
There it
down.
is. Yes.
Oh, gosh. Lyle is a Southerner. We talk slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a
it's
difference.
like, the more
I think
south
that's
you go,
more south you
everything
go.
slows,
Yeah,
down.
slows down.
I think it's because you're closer to the equator and the way that time works. I don't know.
I don't know.
And then the closer you get to the East Coast, the faster everybody talks.
Yeah.
And the left, you know?
Yeah, we're always in a hurry. Like we got shit to do.
I suppose.
You go
I
from
mean,
New York City to Los Angeles, and you're like, holy shit. Everybody in LA is like, whatever. If I get there,
Yeah.
I get there. There's
Yeah.
probably a homeless guy in my way anyway. And then in New York, you're like, get the fuck out of my way, you stupid homeless guy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
oh, it is. It is very different. I remember when I went to New York City, this was like 20 years ago, but I am a person who, like, when I sit down in a restaurant, I'm like, hey, how are you?
Oh.
You know, to the server, you know.
So that's our Midwestern slant.
And I suppose, but I'm like, oh, you know, what's your name? And my name's Mary. Nice to meet
It's
you.
actually fun to
And, you know,
watch.
like,
Yeah.
so
we make friends.
yeah. And
Actually, we were at Olive Garden, and the waitress came up, and you were in the bathroom, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "Hey, how's it going? Do you want me to take it over?" I'm like, "Can you wait till my wife gets back? Because I'm not good at talking." She's like, "Okay."
yeah.
Then she comes back, and Mary's like, "Oh, hi.
Hi,
What's
how
your
are
name?
you? What's your name again? Yeah, let me see. Oh, I love your hair.
You
know,
look
like-
familiar."
oh, and then I do that where I'm like, you
And
look
then
so
I'm like,
familiar.
when you say that, I'm like, "She knows you.
yeah,
Give her 20 minutes. She'll figure it out."
it happens. I'm like, your face looks.
I saw
know.
you at the mall when I was in 3rd grade.
Yep. You were in front of
Oh,
a Reebok store.
I couldn't do that.
That's
But that's yeah. But I'm one of those people who but I also try to be mindful, like, because I was a waitress, so I look
Oh, yeah.
around, like, if they're super busy, I'm not going to try to take up much of their time. You know, I'm really try to be very courteous in that way. But also, if you're not busy, then, you know, I don't want you
You're gonna
here
talk.
all the time. But, like, if you're here, I might chat you up a little bit, you know, like, but don't, like, linger too much. I don't know. Just
Yeah,
be
no, yeah.
perfect. No,
Yeah,
just
just be
joking.
perfect.
No.
But
like,
we'll tip them good
I-
either
I'd
way
like
because we're
to-
in food service.
yeah, but I'd like to get to, you know, just, hey,
Yes.
oh, how are you? What's your name? Okay, so are you having a good day? You know, what's happening? You know, like, let's just
Yeah.
chit chat for a few minutes. And
Dude, we drove through Massachusetts. That's nuts. Yeah, those guys are
Massachusetts,
crazy.
ridiculous drivers.
Oh.
But anyway, New York City, nothing like that. Nothing
I-
like that. You sit down somewhere to eat up in New York
Mm-hmm.
City, and they're like, you better have your order ready. You know, I'm just like, oh, so sorry. And I'm like, hi, how are you? And they're like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, oh, I'll take a.
I didn't look at the
I'll
menu
take
yet.
A,
I'll be right
I
back.
guess a Pepsi. Yeah, I'm like, okay, fine, be right. Yeah, then just walk. Don't even say I'll be right back. They just leave. I'm like, I guess this is the way it is here. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, Joe. Certain restaurants
When I
do that
was-
where they sit down at the table with you. Do you ever-
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I'll
that-
hug the
I don't
life
know.
out of people.
They like get down on your level, and it's like, hey, I'm cool, and they call them appies. What do you want for appies?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm with you, man.
just fucking
I'm with
take
you.
my fucking order.
Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need people to, like, sit down and chat with us, but you know,
You like to
I'm
Then the-
I'm your table. I don't know. I'm out. I want to like
because we don't do it that often.
yeah. I want
It's
to.
like this is very special for us.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I think that might be what it is.
It is a little bit. You talk to people in the
No.
elevator, and people don't do that.
I'm just weird.
Listen, I do the same thing. It drives my wife nuts. I'll go into a store. She'll be
I
like,
have new beer,
we could be, in Tennessee, and I'll walk into a store and I'll be like, I'll be back in 5 minutes to look at something. And I'll be a half an hour. She's like, you found somebody to talk to, didn't you? I'm like,
Oh,
I did. I'm sorry.
I get it from my dad.
So that's what I
yeah.
do. So don't feel bad.
Yeah.
See, I can see you doing
Thanks.
that because you are a solo with all of your content. You do live streams where you just talk.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Yes.
She can't even
I
do
don't
that.
even
We
think
can't
I
do
could.
that.
Yeah, because I share like a brain with
Really?
Dave, and when
Yeah.
he is not here,
She
I've-
needs me to just
yeah.
like I don't know.
and even if he's
She needs that
distracted,
little
I'm
echo.
like distracted, and now my brain is distracted. My half of the brain is distracted.
Yeah, I
So we
always.
do a
I
short
have
brain.
fun. Like I love my interview episodes. They're a hell of a lot of fun because you can. I can be funnier when I have somebody else. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I jump off of people a lot more.
Yep.
But you can set me down and I can talk about most any subject. I do ramblings from the road episode where I'll just pick a topic and record while I drive. And usually they're about 45 minutes and I have no notes, but most days my shows have like 5 pages of notes. So
Oh,
that's not
wow.
bad, But
you do work.
but the recording ones, I just do them. So yeah, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I've been doing one of my favorite ones lately has been the history of prepping. So it's kind of one of those things that I love history. I'm kind of a buff for it. And so I've been going back and doing like this deep dive of each decade of preppers and been like spotlighting. I've learned so much shit, but like just these people that have been completely forgotten. They're only 40, 50 years old and we just don't even talk about them. Some of the libertarian minds from early on. And yeah, it's just really cool.
That's pretty
I want to
amazing.
make sure I get your sites up here.
Yes. Joe.
Because like that's what I thought about. And like you're doing great on all your platforms. It seems like you're getting a lot of
so
you're
excited
growing
for you. Yeah.
and it's because you do work and you actually have content. Unlike us, we just come on and hang out.
chill, everybody. Let's chill out.
All right.
But you actually have stuff that that's helpful. Like
Yeah.
you use tools, you do prepping stuff.
Hey,
Oh,
Aaron Two
Aaron
Chicks.
Two
She's
Chicks.
good friends of mine, and they're from the workshop community as well.
Oh,
So they're
great.
fucking awesome.
And you're
Aaron
building
and
a community?
Aaron and Nate have. So the funny story, but they have him and her have their podcast called Two Chicks Homestead, and for the longest time I thought it was a lesbian podcast.
okay, so
because
it was misleading. That is very
they
misleading.
named it after their daughters, and they hate me for it. I always joke whenever Nate says he's the bearded chick. So
Okay.
Okay. I love.
yeah, I did an episode on Y2K recently. I love that. It was
Oh.
I am so I don't know why I am just absolutely. I was 18 when Y2K happened, and that's kind of what I talk about. That's one of my things that kind of got me into prepping, and I love digging into it, the history of it. It's just so interesting. I just came across this 6-part podcast where a guy took a deep dive into whether it was a legitimate thing or not. It was really cool, but
Yeah,
I
it
go
was a
back
little
and
bit.
talk about it every so often.
Yeah. Like
So-
we remember Y2K because we were at a party.
Yeah, I did zero prepping for Y2K.
Yeah,
by the way.
we were just.
I was
we were
just like,
kids.
oh, all the credit card debts.
I mean,
are
I was
going
18,
cool.
so I didn't know.
Yeah, I was 19. You were 20.
Yeah, we were at a party and it was like 3, 2, 1, and somebody shut off the lights and we're like, it's real.
Yeah.
Everybody did that.
Yeah.
I know.
But then it's
That's
like,
so dirty.
then my brain later was like, but wait, like it's already tomorrow in Australia, Like,
They could've
the shit
told
was
us
gonna
if
hit the
anything happened.
fan, Like, but I don't know. The internet wasn't as big then. You had to like email and maybe a little bit of
Yeah, I
whatever.
didn't get on the message boards and find out what was going on.
Yeah, the message boards, but
We had GeoCities. Remember GeoCities?
I remember the name. I don't think I was
You
ever
guys remember that?
on it.
I don't think so.
Everybody, you just make your own website. It was the early, I got one in like 97. I built
what
the website
was-
on. It was fun.
Oh,
Angel Fire or something. Everybody was making websites on.
Angel Fire was another one.
Yeah, I think
wasn't
that's what
quite
it
as
was.
Familiar.
well known, but it was.
familiar. I'm reading Gibbs' comment. I just remember Mark McGuire kind of went ham on ESPN. Okay. Oh, so Aaron went outside waiting for the sky to fall. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Australia's not real, so I shouldn't have even mentioned it. That's right. I forgot.
Is that a flat earther thing?
I don't know why
No, this
people
it's
say
its own thing. It goes
it's
right
its
along with the
own
birds aren't real.
thing. The birds aren't real. Australia isn't
yeah.
real. You know, I don't know how that began. But
We had a flat earther on the show. It was our second biggest show because he came in
Was
deep.
that-
what
Who was
his
it?
name?
Dave something.
Do you remember?
It was Dave.
it Dave?
He contacted us and he's like, "You ready for the biggest show you ever had?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?"
You're not as big as John McAfee, buddy. So
Actually,
smarten up. I'll
Our
never
number
forget-
one is
yeah.
the guy who would go to cop rallies and
Yeah.
troll him dressed as a pig. That's still
Oh,
our
yeah.
number one show. It got close with the flat earther. John McAfee didn't get enough hits.
It should get more
Yeah.
hits because Rippy, rest in
That was
peace,
a great
John.
show,
I
too.
believe he's still alive though.
Somebody got a hit on him. Oh, Jesus, Tim, don't say that.
Yeah, isn't that weird how
Ohio
that
too.
worked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
For the military, and I were talking right after. I'm reading Teresa's comment. Huh. So 9/11 got her started. A friend in the military, and I were talking right after it happened.
Oh,
Okay. I was like, oh my gosh, if it was like beforehand, holy shit balls. like,
So I have a goal to have. Do you guys know Mike Rowe from Dirty
Yeah.
Jobs?
Oh
Remember
man,
Mike
I
Rowe?
love that guy.
Yeah. So he is the one that I've been turned down by his people like 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah,
I
keep
just
swinging,
keep
man.
throwing
Keep
it
going.
out there because I know
Keep going.
eventually the connection will happen, right?
yep. Oh my, do it.
I love
oh
him
my gosh,
because
seriously.
he his whole go to a trade school thing, which I fully support. College
Yes.
is a scam. Unless you're actually going to be a doctor or a lawyer, you don't need to go to college. You go to a
Yes,
trade
exactly.
school. And he said something like safety is third or something like at the job site. I think that was
Yes.
him. Where it's like, because no, number one is profit. This business is here to run profit. Your safety is your own prerogative. You got to take care of yourself. And
Oh, you're saying like the company says safety's first.
yeah, but that's a lie.
No,
They don't
yeah,
care.
they
about
don't
your
give a
safety.
shit.
You got to keep yourself safe, and
You're
that's a big thing.
expendable.
You can't expect the company to keep you safe. You take care of your own safety, and you just help them with the profits because that's why they're in business.
Gosh. Yes, I like him
I
a
really
lot.
like him. He has a lot of libertarian and anarcho leanings,
Yep.
and I like it. I don't think he'd ever come out and say it, but I absolutely love it because he is a firm believer in each person is to look after their own self
Yep.
and do their own thing, and that's a lost art or a lost philosophy today for
No
sure.
joke.
Yeah,
Taking personal
Responsibility,
accountability for your own actions. You know, everybody wants nowadays to just, oh, this is because of you. This is I acted this way because you. You know, and it's like no.
and the kids love that. You got to
Yeah.
beat, not physically beat, but you got to like psychologically beat that thought process out of
Is
your
that
children's
better?
heads. Yeah.
Psychologically, no.
Yeah. But
I'm
it's
just
like,
joking.
you made me feel like this. And I'm like, I didn't make you feel anything. You're responsible for your own feelings.
Right. You
And it
chose that.
sucks even hearing that as an adult. Like,
Yep.
oh, my feelings are hurt. Oh, because I'm letting my feelings be hurt. You know,
Yeah.
like that what that person said shouldn't matter. I mean, they were a dick, but
Yeah.
like I don't have to let that affect me. So I'm not gonna like react.
don't
or
let them
respond
ruin
or
your
whatever.
day.
Yeah. It's weird now. Yeah. I think that's what scares people away from.
Aaron
like,
says the
freedom.
problem with libertarian party is that they're full of libertarians.
Oh,
And I don't know if he's ever heard. You know what a libertarian is? They're just an anarchist who isn't ready to let go yet. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I've always said.
Yep.
Or they're an anarchist. They're 3 years away from being an anarchist, because I think the problem with being a libertarian is you still have some of that dichotomy in your brain where
Yeah.
you're like, I don't believe in government, but we need government
Yeah.
for certain things. You're like,
Yeah.
you haven't
okay.
followed the
We
logic
don't
all the
have
way
to.
through.
I hope everybody
Right.
gets
You
there.
just got to keep going.
Yeah.
I bounced back a little bit. Like I went full anarchist, and then I'm like, you know what? There's still responsibility to your neighborhood.
Sure.
You know, you got to live with people, so it's like you gotta have a little bit, but not necessarily not government. Like we got to work together.
Oh, yeah.
There's way too much.
It's not just like take care of me and screw everybody else. It's like, well, everybody else is a lot more than you.
And it's supposed to be
That's right.
about helping and, like
I'm
not
reading
just yourself.
Atlas Shrugged right now. Have you
Oh.
either of you guys ever read Atlas
No.
Shrugged?
I started. It's
Oh
heavy.
my God. It is fucking incredible. And Yeah. Hey, I don't know who Mick Hose is, but I'm an anarcho-capitalist too. So
Yeah.
voluntarians. You guys got a great crowd in
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Fuck, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm preaching to the choir.
You are.
That's
yeah.
okay, but keep doing it because it's
Yeah.
fun.
We're trying to expand.
Oh, yeah,
it.
so-
We just keep coming back to this.
Yeah, it's okay, whatever. You know what? I try. Becky and I have been doing a Friday night show on The Last of Us, and we loved it. But it's so far out of our wheelhouse that it. Listen, here's the thing: voluntary socialism.
That's fine.
I know it
Go
sounds
do
like
that over there.
Like,
a
wait,
contradiction. But if you want to volunteer to share all of your stuff,
Mhm.
I am totally fine with that.
Yeah. Just go do it over there.
Ayn Rand, yeah, whatever. She's just, I think, the problem, or not the problem, but the issue with Ayn Rand is that her philosophy was self-centered.
Mhm.
So for her, the end goal was production, purpose, and needing to do something as a person, an individual. She was so individualistic that it really is hard to be likable in the traditional sense because the protagonists are self-serving in that book. So I don't want to go down that rabbit hole too much, but yeah, that's the problem is, yes, they're hard to be likable characters. I see a lot that I love in Reardon and I can't remember the lady's name right now. I like them both a lot, but yeah, they're self-serving, but that is part of what she believes, and that's also part of anarcho beliefs as well. But it's totally fine to look after your neighbor, but you have to choose to do it.
Yeah. And you have
Right.
to have the right to choose to do it.
So yeah, I saw this thing today. I was scrolling.
Right.
I'm not good at the social media anymore. I just kind of look at things and then like 2 scrolls down, I'm like, I'm bored. Not bored, but I'm just like, it's too much or whatever. I don't know. But I happened upon one of our local news stations, talking about like people helping, people with their house burned
Gross.
down, and
Jesus.
like, and
That's not what we stand for.
but they neighbors helped pitch in, and got them clothes and a new car, or I mean, maybe a new to them car, not brand new, but whatever, because they lost everything in this house fire. And I was like, you know what? This should be like, there should be like way more attention put on this than the stupid shit that the media puts out all the time. But no, people want to hear the
If it bleeds, it leads.
drama. They want to hear. They're so like politically like. I don't know. I used to sit and watch the news. I would get up in the morning and I would watch the news. I would read the newspaper, and it was like it like kind of fueled me to be like, And now, I mean, it's been years since I watched the news. My dad had it on here one time when he was watching the kids like a long time ago, and I was like, turn it off. Turn it off. Do you hear what they're saying? Like, I don't need to know all of this. Like, they don't need to hear this. This is ridiculous. And then they end the news with a feel-good story. Like, oh, like
That fixes it
it's
all.
always like a feel good at the end kind of thing. I don't know. But that's what it is. The media is just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know why I said
All right.
Four
any of
nuclear
that. but
bombs were dropped today.
Yeah.
And in closing,
Yeah.
somebody saved a little hummingbird from falling off a cliff.
Right,
Look at this
exactly.
squirrel on
yeah.
water
Look at-
skis.
Oh, they got the kitten out of the tree.
Good night, Lyle.
Like,
Lyle says,
Lyle.
good night, Tim. Please don't update his iPhone
Was that?
tonight.
Yes.
Oh, don't update his.
And thanks for
I'll
being
do
on
my
the show.
best.
Yes, Brooke, instant anxiety. Like,
Yeah, I don't like it.
and I love my mom so
Okay,
much, and she shares
has the
everything
news
with me.
changed?
I want to know it all.
Am I crazy or because I grew up, as a kid, we always watched the ATV evening news, the Atlantic Television evening news. And we had the anchor, Steve Murphy, and he was kind of like the stalwart. He was always there, always talking about the news.
Mhm.
And one of the last things I remember was him announcing Michael Jackson's death.
Oh,
And
okay.
now, when did it switch? Like, I know it's always been a little bit fucking, whatever the word for it is, like focused on, again, if it bleeds, it leads. I know that's been around forever, but it almost seems hyper realistic over maybe the last decade or 15 years. Am I wrong? Or
No, you're right.
has it always been that way and my eyes just opened?
No, it's the whole 24-hour news cycle where they just
Yeah.
have to keep drilling on things and finding new things that'll keep the ratings up. I don't think it's like there is propaganda and conspiracy, but I think a lot of it is just ratings. And they
Yeah,
just go
what's
after
gonna-
what people
I
are
think
getting
you're
excited
right.
about.
I do too.
And
You don't hear that enough in prepper sphere because everybody wants to look for the ulterior motive, the
Yes.
fucking NWO or whatever behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I honestly just think you're right. A lot of times it's just lack of any morals whatsoever. And they're like, you know what, let's just put whatever's up there. You know, would it be great to think, or I don't know if great's the right word, but if there's somebody behind the scenes twisting all the buttons, great. But I what do they say? Don't attribute to malice what could be attribute it to stupidity or something along those lines.
I go that way.
In
a
other
lot,
words, it's not done intentionally. Yeah, did I get it backwards? I don't know, but
no,
yeah,
but I
you know
dig what
I
you're
mean.
saying. Yeah, that's why I think a lot of government's ineptitude and just, you know, like they're all working
just
for their own
ineptitude.
ends.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's also they're just not good at it, and they all feel like they have to do something. And
Robert said something, and it made me think of. Okay, so he says the news. It used to tell you what happened, and you could kind of
decide
decide for
what you-
yourself, you know. But now, it's like a brainwashing technique. And
Yeah.
what did we watch? Where it
here's
was
what
like,
happened and what you
Tells you
should
how
think
to
no,
feel
about
about
it.
it.
but it was like a video of a ton of
Oh, all
news
the local news
stations
stations saying the exact
saying
same
the
thing.
exact same phrase regarding
Yep.
a certain situation. The exact same phrase.
Slither stopped in.
Hi. Oh my gosh, Slither, you're alive. Oh my gosh, sorry. We haven't seen this guy in like
That's okay.
months. Holy, I know I'm late. It's clear. Oh my gosh.
Okay, thanks for stopping in.
So excited just to like see that you're alive. Yeah. So but yeah, it's like so they all get this tidbit of thing to say, and then people hear those words in their head, and it's now
that
what
was
they're
the whole, like,
regurgitating.
Dangerous
you know,
to our democracy.
it's a danger to our democracy. It's a danger to our
Buzzwords.
democracy. And yeah, and it was like creepy, so creepy. So creepy to
There-
watch
so
them all say the same.
Almost all
exact
of the
thing.
local news broadcasts have been bought out by, is it Clear something? I can't remember the company. So they own them. They write the scripts, kind of like the Associated Press releases articles before.
okay.
So I want to say it's something along the lines of 80% of local news is owned by
Yeah.
one or so. If somebody in the comments can think of it, there's a company that owns it. So they write these
Like real clear media or something.
what do they call them? Like write-ups each night for the news. And so
Yeah.
whereas, you know, when I was a kid, every town had a local newspaper.
Yeah.
Now
Yep.
it's basically just all pushed out from one big
Yeah.
central thing or whatever. So
Yep.
Oh, Clear Channel.
Clear Channel. Thank
Okay.
you. There it is, Teresa. Yeah.
It's sad. And
John Oliver did a really good expose on it.
Odd.
really,
You know John Oliver?
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
I look at
Yeah.
him sometimes like he's
Yeah, he's one of the mouthpieces.
know.
Oh no, he's far left. He's a fucking wacko
Yeah.
on a lot of things, but I appreciate him, and I try to expose myself to that quite often because
You need to. You
I
gotta
want
get
to
out of
make
your
sure
chamber.
that I'm not
Mhm.
in an echo chamber.
Yep.
You know,
That's smart. That is really smart. It is because when you get into that echo chamber, you know, like
Yeah.
it's just as dangerous as being out there. You know, like the folks who are just sitting there watching
Watch
the news
CNN all day.
all day.
Or
they have
worse
it.
yet, Fox
and
News
isn't
all
it
day.
funny that they have all these news channels now that just run and they're you got CNN or Fox and no like you go like say to one of my family members' homes.
It's on.
It's Fox News. It's definitely Fox News. You know what I
That's
mean?
the same
Like,
here, yeah.
And you go somewhere else, and it's CNN.
I go to work,
running,
it's
you
CNN,
know? But it's just this constant, and then they keep restating the same things every half hour, you know? And it's like, no wonder. I mean, we are literally being brainwashed. But I say that to somebody like, oh, don't you think you're being brainwashed by listening to this shit?
No, this is the
24 hours
real
a day?"
news.
No, you're the weirdo because you think this is brainwashing. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just done. I'm done. I'm the weirdo. I'll be the weirdo. It's fine. But how many things have come out since
and it's
COVID?
tough
you know?
because
And make conspiracy theorists
but
seem...
it's so hard because you can watch the Fox treatment of a news story, and then you can watch the CNN treatment of a news story, and they can both come away with polar opposite understanding of the same story. And you
Same
wonder
story.
how that's possible.
Yep.
And then they both lead to, like, we should go to war. Isn't that weird?
Somebody needs to die for this.
Yes. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure that's how
Yeah,
that
oh,
it
absolutely.
ends
You
up
know?
every which way. That's why I get my news from our friend Alan. He does a great show called It's Too Late with Alan Mosley, and Dave produces the show. But he's so well spoken and just very so much better than me. Like, he processes things. He's smart, but when he talks about things that are happening, I get ragey, because I'm just like, that is what's happening, But he says it so well, and he's very well rounded, and Anyway, so that's like, I get my news from the internet, y'all.
Yeah, memes
okay,
mostly.
like, I'm not trying to. I don't watch the regular TV.
Whatever, I get it.
Can't, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. People with all that.
I got a
it's
good
too
friend of
much.
mine, Amy Dingman. She has a podcast called The Farmish Kind of Life. She's coming on my show in a couple of weeks, and we're going to talk about what we call the prepper news cycle. And it works the same as anything, but take the balloons, for instance, it's just really funny how, and I'm not picking on, Slayer follows. Yeah, Amy's great. She's awesome. We met in person at the spring workshop last year, but she's just great. So, and this could be in any sphere, but I run in the prepper sphere, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But whether it was the chicken feed thing, did you guys a while ago, everybody all of a sudden they said that birds weren't laying across the country?
Yes.
Because, it's not like,
And that's why all
short
the
days with
eggs
little
memes.
light isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there was the balloon, and it was a drone or it was an EMP, or I got messages from people, and I understand, because it's easy to get scared at things, or get worked up on them. And so, it's, what is it, Natural News Now? There's 3 or 4 sources that go around all the time in our circles. And it's just, at times, it's just as bad as CNN, Fox News, or any of the other ones, because how do you separate the truth from fiction? And it's tough.
That happens, like in our little echo chambers, where it's like everybody gets freaked out about something.
Sure.
And I'm like, I don't know. Let's see how this plays out.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
Take a breath every time. I recorded an episode today about fear, because I get it. I always say fear is a great short-term motivator. If you're in the woods and you see a bear, and you're scared shitless and you run away, right? That's a good thing. The problem is you can't keep running for the rest of your life, because you'll wear yourself out, you'll die, you'll stress yourself out, give yourself a heart attack. But a purpose is a great thing to motivate you for the rest of your life. And a lot of people come to prepping out of fear, oh my God, Y2K. And then when Y2K didn't happen, they're like, well, I guess I'll sell my generator and my MREs because I don't need it. But really what you should be coming at it from is, hey, I need to look out for my family. And that's the purpose, or whatever your family happens to be, right? So pick that and then run with that. Because during COVID, I saw a lot of people that I still respect, who used to be solutions-based and positivity, turn to fear and mongering all the time. And it sucks, because that's not who I ever want to be. And I try my damnedest to stay away from it, because there's just so much of it, whether it's Alex Jones or Glenn Beck or any of those, it's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Robert. It's a really strange world that we live in, where my mom sends me stuff and I'm like, that's false, like that's and I understand she cares about me, but it's like, and I understand that she can't see, like, oh, this is like fake news, or this isn't real, or like it's just it's a weird world where somebody can say something and immediately it's out there.
Yeah,
it's out
well, that's
there,
like my dad always said, is paranoia is just perfect awareness.
Paranoia, perfect awareness. That's
Sounds like Dale Gribble off of
yes, oh my
King of
gosh,
Sand.
yes. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I fucking love King of the Hill, man.
You know what? It's another show that I watched, but I didn't watch a ton of it. Yeah.
You can work on it. We can babble on.
I'm going to look up.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Okay.
They've asked like 6 times, and
well, Aaron is integral to the show. He keeps it going.
He's
Actually,
our
he
best
keeps
mod,
a couple
yeah.
shows running when they go off the rails.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see Slither back alive. Yeah.
I was looking you up. I think like Float is still there because I'll check on it every once in a while, and like some people are still posting. Is it not working at all anymore?
No.
I think it's gone now. I was live when they sent the shutdown email. It was quite funny. So I was like, I never get breaking news, right? It was really fun. I was like, hey guys, look at this. I just got this. And it was a letter from the company saying that they were they were pivoting. That was their word.
Yeah, they're doing something
different.
different.
Doing something different. Okay.
All I know is I got to clean up like a lot of my stuff here. Like, okay, I don't need that anymore because you can't stream there. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. I liked them.
But I think people are still posting.
Aaron and Kingsley, they were nice people.
It's like a
I
ghost
hope
town.
the best for them, you know.
They tore it. Yeah.
You know what they.
It's there. It's still up. So yeah. Give me. Okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to find.
No,
give me a
checking
second.
on
Here,
Kansas,
I'll find it. It's
right?
called
Okay.
It's called Autism, Dave. Yeah, get yourself an autistic mod. They're the best.
They are the best.
You guys are awesome.
Attention to detail. Like we're on Alan's show and he forgot to do an ad read on the first segment and Aaron just lost his shit. And we actually had to go back to the previous segment, redo commercials to get the ad read in so everything was correct.
Joe, we're always here. So when you want to pop in every Friday night, I mean, you know, I think we miss like one Friday every 2 years.
Which is insane because I have so much forced overtime and it's always fallen where like we could still do the show.
Yeah, but we're always around, so
all right,
you can come hang out.
Yeah, we're in the
Midwest
ground zero of East Palestine, or however they pronounce it there.
He was the best. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. The water seems to be okay here. We'll see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
No, this is how we do our show.
We're catching up with chat here.
Okay.
Slider,
half the time this is what I'm doing while
ahead.
Mary's talking.
Yeah, Slider, we haven't seen any after effects here from
the water still
the whole,
tastes good.
You know, Palestine thing, you know, but I mean it's like creepy close enough that, you know, in 5 years they could be
that
like,
whole Ohio
you know.
derailment.
Yeah, I'm sure Tim knows about the Ohio derailment of the
And they're like, let's set it on fire. Because and I think that's I attribute that to ineptitude. Oh yeah, we had Spike on a couple times too. Yeah.
Oh, I love Spike. Yeah,
Spike is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alan just paid Dave this month. He did. He actually did pay me. So he got to drink all those Pepsi Peeps, and I made a little peep show, and then I got money for it. So.
And by peep show, he means a literal like marshmallow peep, like. Floating
I
was going to say, I know people who make money at peep shows, but it doesn't sound like the same.
No, I have it here. You ready? You ready?
Page for the year. Oh, there's the peep show. It's a marshmallow peep.
There's a long story there.
Yeah.
It gets weird in our world.
But that makes it
So
interesting.
is there Pepsi flavor or peep flavored Pepsi?
Yes.
Yes,
That's how it started.
That's how it started. Yeah. So our
really gross.
our
It
friend
is. It's
Alan,
terrible.
Yeah, he drank a bunch of them.
Yeah,
for
we
money.
discovered it, and we're doing like an after party show, and he's like, let's order it. And we both ordered it on Amazon, and he got a couple cases, and then he did this fundraiser for his live event in Tennessee.
Infopocalypse, hi.
Where,
Oh my gosh.
Where everybody who donated $20, he'd drink a Peeps Pepsi, and he ended up drinking 11 of them. I think he got like 2 hours of sleep that night. But other than that, so far, it doesn't seem like
he messaged us at like 5 a.m. Dave was getting up for work, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're alive. I was so worried, like whether the sugar or the caffeine
or
just the peeps itself, like, yeah, it was really, yeah, it was pretty. Oh no, Dottie! Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Look at Infopocalypse is here.
Wow, a lot of people coming back.
Oh my gosh.
Because I came.
The old Float crew is
so he
hanging
says
out.
Float is using Nostr, which I would describe as decentralized Twitter. Yeah,
there's a lot of people in my. I don't have the time for it, but
yeah, you have
there's a lot of people
platforms
who are
that you're
using
on.
Nostr now.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
I heard you name off all your platforms, and you're on a lot of different like things I don't even know about.
Yeah, we do a lot. I stream to seven different places when
Whoa.
I stream.
Wow.
Which
I
is
thought
cool.
4
you
was
know?
not poor.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
It's fun. I enjoy it. I like putting it out there. Some of them are absolute duds. Rumble is really growing for me. Like,
Oh,
yeah, there, Joe.
yeah, Joe
It's
just-
funny you just
okay.
asked Rumble, but
I remember
Rumble's
what's his
really-
name went to Rumble after YouTube kicked him off. That
you guys should look into Rumble. You would fit in really well over there.
Really?
I should see if it's on
Yeah.
Restream because I'm lazy.
I think you need to have 100 followers to stream, so that's
Ah.
not that big of a deal. It doesn't take that long.
You guys on Rumble?
Who's on Rumble? What about Grinder? No, I'm just joking.
We're gonna stream to
Whoopsies.
Grinder. We do have friends that stream to Pornhub, so
Yeah, not for that, but because
because
it's
the free speech.
the free speech. You can go on there and talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
whatever it is that you want to talk about. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess if you can bang your stepmom, you can
you
talk
can
about guns.
about guns and freedom of speech and our rights. As
Not right.
Human.
Okay, I found it. Where do there's nowhere I can
Message
Oh
it
yeah,
to
here,
me.
I'll put it in the chat because can I
Oh yeah,
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yep.
and
There it
I'll
is.
retype it in the chat.
Midwest Preparedness
Wait, what is
Project.
that, Robert?
And
Wait,
it
what is that?
is where exactly is
Medium.
that? He gave me
Tell me more, Robert. Are you being serious?
Midwest.
Oh, that makes sense. Slayer, whatever you're going by. I like Slayer of Egos. That's deep.
I need some water.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Samesies.
So Dottie says, the people who are like, oh,
It's weird drinking hard.
my chickens aren't laying, but wintertime.
There it is, Perry,
They
Kansas.
don't. Okay. Ooh, that is really full. So they're not laying a lot in the winter. Okay.
Took me forever to find it.
Yeah, they got seasons. Did you put it up there? Where'd you put it? What platform
Robert,
did you
send
put
me
it
a
on?
message. Send me a message.
Oh,
Sounds
there's something
interesting.
at
I
the
like
bottom
that.
that said chat. I just put it in the chat. Is it a private
Oh,
chat that I
okay.
can send it to you on, or
Oh, there it is.
Did it
Okay,
show
up?
I,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Sure you do.
I don't know. I just clicked around until I saw something I could type
Oh,
in.
it's
I'm like, this
Yeah.
will work.
Perry, Kansas.
Perry, Kansas.
I'm gonna
Is
just
that
copy all
Aaron,
that.
are you
Whoops.
still here? Is that near you? We'll send it to Aaron anyway. I'm sure you might still be here unless he fell asleep.
Yeah, Aaron's the only person that lives in Kansas, so hopefully he shows up.
He's the only person.
But that's the wrong thing.
Tell me again what is happening there
It's like
in Perry,
Alberta.
Kansas. What is going on?
It's it's called the Midwest Preparedness Project, and they just bring in different speakers. It's grown out of, so there's the Freesteading Project, and you guys ever heard of EMP Shield? It's it's like a whole home. They manufacture them there as well, so they have this whole
Oh, I was
community
thinking of Command and Conquer.
like-minded anarchist folks and things.
Mhm.
So, and it's like they start on Wednesday and they go till like Sunday. So it's like this whole event where they bring in speakers. It's like most of the prepping workshops or self-reliance festivals, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's camping and drinking and
Mm.
like,
Sounds
so
fun.
there's one, they have it twice a
These
year.
are a few
So
of my
the
favorite
spring one right
things.
now. Let's see. So their main, Kaylee Blackwell is doing Surviving Big Pharma. That's at 4:20. That's on Sunday or Saturday. And Gary Williams from Fire Defensive Skills. I don't know if they have their closing speaker listed for Saturday yet or not, but so they try to bring in 2 or 3 kind of speakers to put things together, and yeah, it'll be neat.
Aaron's already dissing Perry.
They're near Topeka.
And if anybody's
so
in
they don't know.
Washington, I'm going to be in Addy, Washington in May, speaking at an event there. So that's going to be pretty cool too. I'm going to be at an event with John in October.
Exciting, Robert.
So I know John Bush quite well, actually.
I like to write. I haven't written in a long time.
Actually, I just if they know John Bush, I've got him coming on my show.
That's Grandma
April
Min.
10th, I think. So
You should come here. No, I'm just-
Oh, is it
That'd be
during
so
tornado
cool.
season?
You should come hang out in the basement, right? We have a chair.
I would love that.
Yeah, we got the metal chair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Craig,
Craig with
yeah.
the K's in Washington. Craig with the K. I'm happy you're still
Yeah,
here.
so
that
it's,
your internet
it's-
is still holding
It's
up.
a 2-day. It's a 2-day event called the Thrivalist Fair in Addy, Washington. It's really cool. Do you guys know Paul Wheaton? I don't know if you know Paul Wheaton from
Sounds
permaculture
familiar.
or not. He's done a TED Talk and stuff. Like they signed me
Paul
on,
Wheaton,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, this is cool. And then they signed Paul Wheaton. I'm like, I get to speak on the same event as Paul Wheaton, so that's kind of neat.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
But we're gonna. So it's on Memorial Day weekend, and it's Sunday and Monday. And Sunday night we're gonna have a workshop get together where we're gonna do a bourbon tasting and just sit around the fire and shoot the shit. So that'll be fun. But yeah, it'll be good.
I'm just gonna say
we
to
need
everybody
to
here,
hang
like,
out.
if you like tools and
And
craft
prepping
stuffs and prepping
and
and
just
handyman, and Tim's got
fun,
all the
nice
content.
people. Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Follow, check out his.
I'm the
his site
biggest
here.
tool you'll ever find.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Aaron's like, okay, I got my information. I'm going to bed. Good night, Aaron. We love you.
Night, Aaron, in
Oh yeah.
northeast New England. So well, no, not really. I don't. Well, northeast, no. North Carolina's southeast, right? I'm going to be at
Yes, that's
Prepper
south.
Camp in Saluda, North Carolina, the last weekend in September. That's fucking incredible event. One of the best I've ever been to. It's 4 days, so 3 days of speaking. So if you commit, you have to speak every day for 3 days, and they have, I think it's 11 speakers per day or something like that. It's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. And what's my community like in Alberta? Are they talking like my town? Well, probably. I guess they probably mean
yeah.
where I live. But
Yeah,
I
he's
live in a
Canadian
prairie
also.
town. So it's about, who is?
Slayer.
Slayer. I think he's more East Coast Canadian. He's trying to escape, but
Oh.
maybe he's
Okay. Well, my town, it's not a secret. It's Provost, Alberta. It's on the Saskatchewan, Alberta border. So we call it East Central Alberta. So if you go halfway up and on the right side of Alberta, that's where we are. It's the height of oil country. So it's boom and bust area. You know, you do really, really well. And then when the price of oil drops, things get quiet. And it's farming country. So right in our town, we have a cattle auction place. So they just bring the cows in, and in the wintertime, you hear they're 2 miles away from me, and you just
hear
hear
'em screaming. Yeah.
all night long because
Yep.
it carries it cold
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah, my
So-
parents' house, they have cattle farms around there, and we'd camp out in their woods, and you'd hear the cows screaming
They
at night.
scream.
They're just
Yeah,
like,
I'm
like what is that
What
noise?
the hell is that sound? Somebody just got stabbed. And Dave's like, this was one of the first times that I camped out
Yeah.
there. And I'm like,
I always
someone's
introduce
hurt,
people to
you know?
real camping.
and he's like, no.
That's coyotes.
That's
That's the
a
cows.
coyote. Yeah. I mean, I
Coyotes
camped
are
out
insane. The
before,
first time I heard them on the prairies, they are creepy. You go out
They
at
will
night and
circle your
they sound
camp.
like somebody's killing a dog or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will circle your camp. We were camping out Dave said his parents have some land out there, and we went out with a whole bunch of people, and I'm like, thanking God that we were with a whole bunch of people, because I'm doing that herd mentality. Like, I can run faster than you. You know, like my brain was like, I can run faster. And but all of a sudden it was just all around. It was dark. It was 1 a.m, a big bonfire, but you hear it all, not just from over here, but all over. And man, it freaks me out. And now they say that they see bears out there, and I'm like, black bears. What do you do when you see a black bear?
Oh yeah, because
I don't know the difference. I don't know if I
think
should
black
shout
black
or lay
bears
down.
you play dead, and
can I do
grizzlies you got to get the fuck out of there.
I'll shout and lay down and climb a tree at the same time. I'll lay down in the tree while I'm screaming. Ah,
Oh, the
I don't
snipe
know.
calls.
I think black bears you play dead, and grizzlies you are dead. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
how it
I-
goes.
yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
sounds
sure.
right.
So yeah.
I like Teresa talking about snipes. I remember my parents used to take me out camping in the Allegheny Mountains, and they would put us out in the woods, but we were close to the cabin, but we felt like we were in the middle of the Allegheny Mountains, and they're like, here, hold this paper bag with this stick, we're gonna chase the snipes towards you, and then you got to catch them in the bag, and then we'd sit there and you stay right here and be as quiet as you can, and then they go back to the cabin and smoke weed.
Your parents?
Yeah.
And
Your dad? That's awesome. I'm just picturing this guy. Yeah, that's awesome. He's like,
Leave
you
the
can't watch The
kids
Simpsons, but God damn it, I got to have my whack
Yeah.
in the back. That's awesome.
right. You're not old enough to watch The Simpsons yet, but you can
Yeah.
go home.
Go snipe hunting.
hunting.
I swear there was somewhere like near us where there was an actual sign on the road where it was a snipe farm. Like come see the snipes at this snipe farm.
Did you already tell our kids the story?
No.
There
Okay,
was
good.
someone
Makes
in the comments that said they saw, I'm not sure who it was, but they saw my top 10 side hustles video on Odyssey. I just wondered if that's the brand new one. And I thought that was really cool. I love hearing that from people. I don't know who that was that followed me over
it's out
on
of our
Odyssey,
list here.
but I appreciate it because it's not a very active platform. It doesn't seem to be anyway, but
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Oh,
Yeah,
what you-
that one's
I gotta
yeah,
ask.
it's a great platform, but it's yeah.
I have to. I see you drinking a beer. Is that
Oh,
a
yeah.
beer? Is
me?
that a beer? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
This is actually, so hang on.
Zero
There it
sugar.
is.
What is it?
Oh.
That is vanilla Dr. Pepper Zero
Oh,
Sugar.
okay.
I brought back about 30 cases 6 months ago from the States because it's not available in Canada.
Oh.
So we just, my wife and I have a couple of cans here and there. We kind of, divvy it up over a year. So.
Ration that shit.
I'm trying to do
right?
like keto and stuff, but I don't want artificial sweeteners. So we have like Zevia here, which is a stevia sweetened soda,
oh well.
but it's expensive.
Zevia. Yeah.
And it's like I'm trying to find something that doesn't have.
I've been back
aspartame.
on keto for 2 months and it fucking works for me when I'm on. So this is the bane of my, that's the only thing I have. I mean, I'm pretty much carnivore. And, when the first time I did keto, I lost like 120 pounds in 10 months.
Wow.
And I've been back on it since February 1st. And first month I lost like 17 pounds. So
That's
fucking keto works, man. I'm telling you, it is. And
It really
feel,
does.
I don't even care. You feel 10 years younger within a month.
You do. You're not as sluggish. You don't have that bloat.
I know, and why I'm
Your
addicted to
brain
carbs,
is clear.
like sugar, whatever it is. Like I
Man,
am, I
fucking bread is
need
so
to
good.
especially because we're going to hang out and we're like we're going to meet friends, so we want to be our best selves. Like,
try it.
but gosh, I just love bread so much. And did you get the keto flu? Anytime you went on it, Tim, did you do because I did, and it
Yeah,
sucked, and
so-
it's making me like. It's
I mean,
made me
really,
nervous.
so I started at about the beginning of COVID. So I've basically been on it for 3 years, and I went off for about 6 months. And who was that was asking about COVID going into the States?
Yeah.
So if you're
I was
if you're a
curious.
Canadian going into the States right now, they're still flagging you for it,
Really?
but it should be gone soon. I hope.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. I almost used the R word. Sorry, it's awful.
No, you can say that.
No, it's
yeah.
fine.
I'm-
That's.
Yeah,
I swear, if my
retarded's
employer
okay.
ever finds
Okay.
out what I'm doing,
But Americans can come to Canada and go back to the States without needing to have the shot. So
so we're
That's
allowed
really
in.
weird, but,
That's
yeah.
what I thought would be weird. I thought
Oh.
Canada
Yeah,
would
you
keep
are
us
now.
out.
No, we got rid of them. So when I was in the States, they got rid of it. So we were down there in October or September. They dropped it the end of September. So yeah, it's really weird.
Is
so
it us?
So
we're keeping
Is it-
you guys out?
Is it America?
yeah, that's what it is right now.
America's
Yeah.
stupid.
Isn't that crazy? That's the one time it's ever happened that
Yeah.
I know of.
Because I know, like Canada's like really tight about it, but oh my gosh, like because I keep
Isn't that
seeing all these
crazy?
stories
Yeah.
coming out. They're like, oh, the vaccine isn't as effective as just getting it, and all these other like I'm seeing real stories coming out, and like oh, the vaccine actually makes it worse, and this and that, and
It may possibly do just that because
Yeah.
we had our first and second shot. That's what we had right at the very beginning because
Yeah.
my wife had a daycare and we thought, I'm an anarchist, so I believe in free choice. And we did that. And then we ended up, we were on the show with
Yeah.
me when I was sick as a friggin' dog with COVID and it was awful.
yeah, we got
So
it twice. It was
we didn't-
it was pretty
yeah.
rough. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh. Okay.
Here we are.
So Ryan says, I probably need Canada's free health care.
Oh,
Just for a sec. Can we
It's
talk
not
about...
free.
oh,
Yeah.
It's paid for with stolen tax dollars.
And,
Oh,
and Ryan
what?
knows that,
And
right?
it's not that good.
Yeah, and it's not that good. So it's not even
Right.
that
Do you guys know what
good.
MAID
I'm
is?
kidding. The what's that?
Did you see that MAID? Ryan said you'd be a good candidate for MAID. I don't know if you saw that or not. That's
No.
medical assistance in dying. So we have legalized euthanasia up here, but not just like I'm okay with, if I'm old or sick. I mean, again, I'm an anarchist. I'm
If
cool
it's
with
your
whatever
decision.
you want to
But
do. I don't
you
care.
have to be the one
But
deciding.
It's
die,
right.
right?
But
Okay.
it's really crazy. Like these are legit stories where somebody, a veteran from the military goes there and says, either I'm depressed. There was somebody who was having trouble getting money to put a wheelchair lift in their house. And they're like, hey, well, why don't you apply for medical assisted death? And they're like, what the fuck? What fucking Orwellian
Oh my gosh.
dystopian future do we live in? This is not a made up story, guys. This is mainstream news in Canada. So
No, they
Wait,
they
there's,
asked
like-
for a wheelchair ramp, and they said, well, just kill yourself.
basically, have you considered medical assistance in
Oh
death?
my gosh,
Oh,
Alan,
that's
where
what
the
they
hell's
did.
Alan?
It was basically
Oh my gosh.
what's that?
Alan's got-
Alan.
You guys have
Yeah, does.
No, we don't. Alan,
yeah,
our friend,
there it
has,
is, right
has
there.
bubbles that say maybe you should look at euthanasia.com and get the
But the
information you
Canadian
need.
government actually is like, you should look into.
So I don't want to say that it was the government, but it was an individual working for what you guys, we call them the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
guys call them?
VA.
Okay.
Look
Yeah,
VA,
the VA.
yeah.
Yeah.
Veterans.
Mhm.
Veterans
Yeah,
Administration.
so same type of thing. And they went in, and now I may have a little bit of it wrong, and if somebody can correct me, but I believe they needed an accessibility ramp or a wheelchair lift on their stairs, and they kept fighting with the government to get it. They couldn't get the money for it, and their caseworkers like, have you considered medical assistance in death? Like,
Swole. Can I get a cough drop? Have you tried applying for medical
does that
assistance?
not sound like fucking science fiction?
That
That
does.
part's scary. Like,
It is. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Have you tried Logan's Run?
Holy shit, though! Like,
can I get a cough drop? Well, have you considered killing yourself? I mean,
I'm-
it's a viable option, right?
like I'm trying to still live here, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
And so here's the thing. And again, I'm okay with people making their own choices, but now they're offering it for people with issues, like mental issues.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm depressed, so I would
Oh,
like
no.
to apply for medical assistance in death.
Oh my
No.
gosh, that's what they're
No,
looking for anyways.
no.
No.
No,
They-
they're
Yeah,
supposed to
it's
help
weird, right?
them not do that thing. Hey, sexy.
Hey, sexy Ryan.
Oh my gosh, they're not. They're supposed to steer them away from.
That's what I thought. I really did think that that's what you would want to
But no, that's
happen.
that's
but
progress. There's
it's
too many
not.
humans. They're ruining the planet.
Dave is totally
No,
joking.
that's-
Dave's
that's what-
joking.
that's
That
their
is very
mindset.
true.
That's their mindset, but you're kidding. Like, you don't.
No, I don't believe that, but they
Yeah, but
do.
yeah.
How
Yeah,
many?
you're
how many?
being facetious. I get it.
But how many
go
people
ahead,
have
sorry,
you
Dave.
heard talk about humans are a cancer on the planet? And what do you want to do with cancer? You want to eradicate it. And it's like, do you
So
know what
when-
you're saying?
When the war in Ukraine first started, and it's died down a little bit, but there was that huge fear of a nuclear
Yeah.
altercation, right? And there were legitimate people saying it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing because it would eliminate a significant portion of the population.
Yeah. Let
How the
let
fuck
the world
can you look at
heal
humanity
itself.
and think that?
Yeah. No, you're not. You're not humanity.
But no, it's bad. That really bugs me. So we talked about fear earlier, and we talked about the news. So my girls are 13 years old. We tried homeschooling them for a year. They didn't like it. So they're back in the government schools. And I get it. No, whatever.
It's fine.
You know.
As long as you're involved.
Yeah,
it's
and
fine.
you guys are you
Yeah.
and your wife sound amazing to the point where like they come home and it's not like, oh, we're just gonna go on our iPads and whatever. Like you have a lifestyle. You have things that you're actually like sharing and doing with the kids so they understand it outside of.
Oh, It's great. And they know, Charlotte got lippy with her teacher one time when they're like, we're going to talk about Canada's free healthcare system. And Charlie's like, I just need to correct you. It's not free. It's taxpayer funded.
Yay!
And she's like, she got mad at Charlotte. So
yeah, they don't like to hear that.
Yeah. Good dad.
No.
Good dad. Okay. Yeah, go ahead with your story. I'm sorry. So.
Oh no, I think what were we? Oh my God, I lost it. I'm sorry.
No,
guys.
it's fine.
Where were we
You
headed with that?
laid the groundwork where you don't have to be involved. Yeah.
Yeah, the fear. So, my kids are pretty good. Alice has anxiety. I grew up with anxiety. I've taken stuff for it for years. I'm very open about
And
it.
that's good. Yeah.
So it's tough. Yeah. Right. It is. Yeah.
Drugs are awesome.
It runs in our genes. It's like hereditary diarrhea. It runs in your genes. Right.
Yep.
So, when that whole okay, I'm really optimistic about Gen Z. I really am. I don't hate millennials, but there was a lot in there that you're like, oh, and us as Gen Xers, I think we
made
fucked them up a little bit. It's on us. Yeah. But I see a lot of, in the Gen Zs, I see a lot of go-getters who want to get out and start businesses and do really cool things.
Yes.
But I also see this incredible fear. And wherever you stand on something like climate change, for instance, what I can tell you about it is you're doing a huge disservice to all the kids by scaring the living shit out of them 24/7. And, Joe just got the diarrhea joke. Sorry. Yeah, I went fast. The Steve Martin where I kept going past the joke and just let it sit there till somebody caught it. But so it's really bad. I really hate that because, Alice said the other day that a kid in her school's like, why should I bother doing anything? Because the world won't be here when I'm 30.
Oh.
And I'm like, are you that self-centered to think the goddamn world is going to be gone by the time you're 30? I said, you know how many end of the worlds I've lived through and I'm only 41?
Weren't aliens supposed to come get a bunch of us?
That was just the other day.
The other day, an alien was supposed to come take like 80,000 people.
8,000. The rest of us were supposed to die.
Oh, and we were going to
That was yesterday, or was it today? I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys remember Comet Hale-Bopp in the 90s? The crazy cult for Heaven's Gate cult with the Nike shoes, and they all killed themselves because they thought there was a spaceship behind the asteroid or the comet, and it never turned out. I mean,
they had bus fare in their pockets.
If you're a Christian, you know that 2,000 years ago people thought the world was going to be immediate. Just fucking live your life. And that's, if there was one thing I could take away from this next generation, is that awful fear that's been beat into them, because it's fucking scary. Yeah, the Mayans, Y2K. It's just, it's awful. I feel so bad for them because they are a go-getting generation who's really excited about things, but there's this mindset that fuck, the world's going to fall apart. I mean, look at Al Gore, who's been preaching it since how many years to change? It changes every week. So
why do I need a 401k?
What, due to wake turbulence? Sorry, what'd you say, Dave?
Oh, I said, why do I need a 401k if the world's going to end anyways? Like,
exactly. People did that at Y2K. They sold all the retirement fund and then moved out into the woods and then had to come back with, with their tail between their legs.
There's 30% of their retirement fund left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The government
make a life for yourself. But that's the one thing that makes me nervous, is the only thing, is that the fear that our poor kids are just, you know what, Robert, you can say what you want about the world falling apart. Everybody can say it. And I'm going to say it. You're wrong. The world's been falling apart forever.
Forever.
And it's getting
might
better.
Feel like, but we are all, we only have a very short understanding of where the world is, right? Mm-hmm. So all we get to see is the 80 or the 100 years we're here for. And we think that whatever's happening now has never happened before. But just about everything that's ever happened, one of my favorite sayings is, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes, because humanity just keeps doing the same fucking thing over and over and over again. I don't know if I shared this quote last time, but it's one of my favorites. C.S. Lewis, when they first invented the atomic bomb, he was doing a course at a university, and one of the students said, "How can I do anything? How can I live in fear? I'm so scared I can't do anything."
And
he said, "Don't you think that the peasants who live in little villages?" Did I use that last time? It's one of my favorites.
No.
And he's like, "Hey, okay, Don't you think that the Vikings could show up and destroy your little community at any point? You know, humanity has always been at the brink of destruction, whether it's individual destruction or worldwide destruction. So you got to fucking live your life, man.
Yeah.
That's all.
Keep
Yeah,
doing you.
see, the world has always been falling apart.
Yeah.
And you can think it's speeding up and maybe it'll slow down. It is what it is. Like life is going to go on. Humanity, whatever, is going to figure out a way. That's
And honestly,
just what
like,
I sound like Jeff Goldblum.
The peak
It
of the
will,
Cold War, when
find
everybody
a way.
had nukes pointed at each other, that was a very sketchy time. We're
Don't you
nowhere
think-
near that.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that
don't
was
you think the Bay of Pigs and
Yeah.
the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah.
Don't you think that
That
people
was-
then thought that the world was fucking going to be obliterated?
right there.
Yeah.
There really was.
I did a whole show on the Cuban Missile Crisis. 4 minutes. It would take 4 minutes for a nuke to go from the coast of Cuba to Florida in 4 minutes
and then
from the
everybody
time they decide to
retaliates.
launch it. So they were 4 minutes away.
Yeah.
And we're still here.
Yep.
You know,
So we're doing pretty good
I
right
have
now.
to be an optimist. I'm
Yeah,
an
I am too.
optimistic realist.
Be
Yep.
be that.
Things are better
Be that,
than they ever
especially
been
for your
in the
kids.
history of humanity. Things are better right now, even though
Yes.
you don't like the transgender and all, whatever else is going on in society. It is better than
Don't
it has
nuke
ever
on
been.
me.
Nobody like that I know of is going to
Just-
be, crucified.
I'm reading. I'm reading the Little House on the Prairie thing with the kids. You know, the younger
Oh, yes.
kids. You know, Little House in the Woods. And it's really interesting because they're like, "Mom, we don't want to read anymore," and I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna read today about this," and how the whole everything, like you can't just go get a snack. Like,
because we might
you
starve
can't
this
just,
winter.
like go like milk. Oh well, you better hope that the cow produced enough for everybody to have for a while because you're thirsty. My daughter would drink all the milk. She does drink all the milk. She drinks all the milk in the house. But I try to like let them know like look at this. Like it's winter in the woods. They're stuck in a tiny house.
Right.
You know, like no electronics, they're playing with dolls. This is how it, and where you are right
Imagine
now.
how boring that
like,
was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But at the time for them, maybe they were
Sure.
bored to a certain extent, but I mean, now my kids would be like tearing their hair out. Like, okay, this is fucking boring.
They'd
I mean,
rather
think
be
about
dead.
how lucky we are that we can share memes on Twitter about cross-dressing shows for children or people having a sex change operation because you don't have to worry about stepping on a rock and dying from an infection when you're 25 or
Right.
worry about the fact that your wife's going to die in childbirth
Yeah.
or, oh, well, if my potatoes get a little rotten, we're all going to die.
We're
Like,
all
it-
going to die. Yes.
She's
Right.
touchy on the potatoes because
Was it
she's Irish.
the
I'm
hierarchy
Irish,
of
so.
needs, you get up to the self-actualization. And we're there. We're so bored.
Mm-hmm.
We have it so easy that we get to sit around and fight about all this esoteric stuff that
We
almost
create.
nobody before us
Yeah.
has ever been able to fight about.
I like it.
I have to ask.
I hop
if-
up on my soapbox.
No, it's great.
Oh gosh, I know that Dave has to work tomorrow, and
Oh, we're getting there.
I don't want
That's
to
okay.
like no, I don't want to end this because like I'm having so much fun. I want to transition into maybe something a little more lighthearted
Okay.
as we go, because he's gonna work 12 hours and then he's been working so much. You know why? Because he got that good work
No.
ethic.
Oh,
He's
that
got
Polish work
yeah,
ethic.
Polish
Yes.
work ethic. This man right here.
Friggin' Polish.
Like, yeah, that's what, yeah. But yeah, we're going to Tennessee. We're gonna travel.
spend a lot of money
Yeah,
this
and
summer.
he's like, I really want to just like make things like good now. Like, so he's working a ton for our family because you're a good man, Dave. I love you. All right, sorry, I had
I
to
love
get that out.
You guys
Yeah.
are great. No, it's okay.
So if we can just switch real quick, just for a tiny bit. I want to hang out forever.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Tell me, have you been watching any new shows?
I mean, they
You don't
watched
have
The
time.
Last of Us.
Okay. Oh, wait.
That's like a zombie show.
How do you know? Somebody follows me because they know I called Float a fucking dumpster fire all the time. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I wish I did. The names jump around, right? So
Um.
Who said that?
Oh, you're Swiss. Oh,
what's that?
Robert. What? He is a good man, Teresa. Absolutely. Yes, he is. Yep. Ryan is jealous of me
Good-looking
because
man,
Dave. Yeah. Right. See. Okay. Now look at this beard. Right.
It's gonna be gone soon. It's warming
Oh,
up.
yes.
I shed.
Are you gonna
I
shave?
FaceTimed my wife today and she's like, what the fuck happened to your beard? She says it's all white. She's been gone for a week. She's in England for a week. And she's like, I think it's just filled out a little bit. And
okay.
the picture made it look, well, it is really gray.
Yeah, so far, I
whatever,
just have
you know.
this.
But yeah. But you got a little gray there. Is that gray?
Yeah, I thought it was the vitiligo, but apparently I'm just gray.
Oh, it's all right. Thank you, Slayer. Sorry if I didn't know. After a while, you try to keep up with everybody, but yeah. So
It's hard. Yes.
The Last of Us was
Okay.
fucking incredible. I loved it.
I did
a
not
couple
watch
of the
it
best
at all.
hours of TV I've seen.
Really?
Now that's based off a
Oh,
video game.
so-
Like, is that what that is?
What is it?
Is it based off a video game? Like I thought it was. From the sound of it, it's just another
Yes.
sitcom. But apparently, it's a
No,
zombie
no,
thing.
it's not a sitcom.
No, it's not.
Say a sitcom?
Yeah, that's what I heard when
I
it was
love
like
you,
Last
Dave.
of Us.
You're
Oh,
awesome.
that's like one of those sitcoms
Oh,
on CBS.
the sitcoms. Yeah, no.
But
it's
everybody's
not.
way into it.
All right, so tell
No,
me.
it's an HBO show. Yeah.
It's good.
So I'll try not to spoil it a whole lot for you. But so I did play the video game. I have played 1.5 video games in the last 10 years, and one of them was The Last of Us. So Becky bought me a PlayStation 2 or 3 Christmases ago because I really wanted to play the zombie game. And it was awesome. So the story, everything was incredible. And the co-creator of the video game, did you guys watch the show, the one about the nuclear meltdown, Chernobyl?
Oh,
on HBO?
I
Did you
want
guys
to.
catch that show at all?
No,
I want to, but
want
I heard it's
to.
really good.
Like it's on
Okay.
my list of things to watch.
So the creator of that, him and the creator of the Last of Us video game came together to run the TV show, and it was very faithful and it was very adult, but not maybe as adult as some of the shows that are out there. But it was it was 9 episodes, and it is a young girl, Ellie, who, and I'm not going to spoil anything because this is all out there, but she's immune to the virus, and
Okay.
Joel has to take her from Boston to Wyoming. And you can in a wasteland full of walkers and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh my!
What's the Chernobyl show called? It's called Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
And it's really good.
And it's on what platform?
Find it. They'll find it. It's fine.
Netflix. Okay.
It's a
Cool.
joke.
Chernobyl was on HBO.
Okay.
What's
So-
what's that
oh,
song
somebody-
about grandma
I'm sorry,
getting
yeah.
run over by a reindeer?
Grandma getting run over by reindeers. Teresa!
But it's really good. Yeah. So episode 3. Did you guys ever watch Parks and Rec with Ron Swanson?
Oh.
You know, or Nick Offerman
Yeah,
played Ron
yeah.
Swanson. So he played the main character in episode 3. It was a standalone episode about 2 guys in a relationship that he was a prepper. It was I cried. It was such a sweet episode. It was so good. And it was an hour of it was an epic. It followed their lives for about 20 years, I think. And it was so good. Anyway,
gosh.
one of the best episodes of TV I've seen in years. It was really, I know I've said it's really good, but yeah.
All right, Dave.
I don't,
We need to.
they're not wrong about her. I don't think she's a great actress. But the guy who plays Joel he also plays the lead character in The Mandalorian. And he's so good. Can't think of his name. He's in the movie with Nick Cage right now, and my sister-in-law has the hots for him. He's just he's everywhere right now.
Yeah,
He was also in Game of Thrones. So yeah,
Oh,
he's the guy that had his eyes. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
not to
all
the
of it.
end.
Yeah.
Not to the
As
end.
we do.
Yeah. Just it's so
Yeah.
typical of us to like watch till the very last season and not finish it
Just
off.
fall off. Pedro
Thank you,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna have to
yeah, it's
Google
okay.
that.
I didn't watch the last episode. I absolutely loved there's a few, but I do that a lot. I'll get almost to the end and then I'm like, oh, Chernobyl was that way. It was incredible. And so the last episode I never got around to
Oh,
watching.
he's
I
in
think
the
I'm scared to
memes.
close out a show I absolutely love.
That guy-
Pedro Pascal's in the new memes where he's like,
Yeah,
I know
that's
it.
the one.
Do you
Okay.
know
I'll be
what?
laying in bed and I'll get 6 notifications on my phone. It'll be my wife sending me 6 different TikToks of that exact one where Nicolas Cage is there, and so,
But
yeah.
I know
How do I
him
bring this
from the fucking who's the guy who ran the drugs? You know, and he's standing
Pablo?
there. Pablo.
Escobar. Oh, was he a cop?
Oh, was he in
something?
that show? He's been
He
in
was
everything lately.
Yeah, he's been, and I mean that was a while ago. I don't, like I said, like COVID ruined time for me. Like time is ruined anyway because I have kids who are older, and I'm just like, what's happening? But no, he was the cop in that show,
That guy?
the Pablo Escobar, show. Narcos.
Narcos.
Yeah,
Yep,
all the
Narcos.
women are crazy.
Yes,
What
Narcos.
is that word that's censored? I'm trying to figure that
Oh,
out.
it's our city.
What is?
Is making.
We got doxxed once, so I put like our city on it's a series.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That
why
makes
is
sense.
series censor? Oh, it's a series. Okay. And so.
But yeah, so The Last of Us was really good.
I'm very excited about.
We found out that if you have 1,000 people on a live stream, one of them is a psychopath. We'll put your address and phone number into the chat, and then we
You had 1,000 people on a live stream. That's incredible. What was that all about?
It was the false flag thing where some like guy was being holed up in his house, and
in New York. Yeah.
but apparently like I started
red
figuring
flag.
out red flag.
Yeah.
And we're like, everybody's talking about it, so let's just do a live stream about it. And we were talking about what was going on there,
Like,
and
hey, what's going
all
on?
these other channels were getting shut down for talking about it. And somehow we stayed up, and so everybody showed up. Like we got somebody shared our link on Reddit or something, and we had 1,000 people. Yeah,
Yeah, but and then somebody started.
somebody didn't like what we were talking about,
Like saying.
and then our phone started ringing, and we were afraid we were going to get swatted. So we
Well, because he kept saying swat them, swat them, swat them.
it wasn't Duncan.
What is
no.
wrong? What is wrong with people? I don't
I know.
get that at all.
And the weird thing is,
how
I
much of a
almost
life do you not have to have.
I almost figured out what was really going on, which was
When I found
that
you guys, oh my gosh, Craig with the K.
Yeah.
Ah!
I almost figured out what was going on was that the
That's
story was
awesome.
already over. The guy was already in
Custody. Or whatever, yeah.
and I'm like, this is all old news. What are we talking about? And like at that point they started doxing us and
Alex Booth. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And.
whiskey something
Warrior.
Whiskey Warrior.
Whiskey Warrior. Yeah. And he was.
But it was a
sending-
big
he was
story
like-
at the time.
Yeah. He's like, they're coming to get me, because I don't know.
Because he had guns and stuff like that, but actually he was like abusing his girlfriend or something like that, and he was
After,
mentally
yeah.
unstable or whatever.
I don't know.
And I was
Who
starting
knows?
to figure
Who
it out,
knows?
and as I'm figuring out, we got doxxed and we shut down the stream, and it was.
And then I was getting like messages from this guy who was like,
Oh yeah, he was gonna burn our house down and stuff.
yeah, and so I'm like staring at this message. It says like,
And we're just
I know
here for
where you
fun, you
live.
know?
I'm gonna burn your house down, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just don't want, and then but we
Alan?
had like friends, people that we had just met that day.
But it
were,
was
like
that-
messaging like, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah,
Your stream
we'll
was shut
come
down.
to your
Like,
house.
Yeah, and our friends were like, I'll go drive 12 hours right now with to, like, and I was just like, oh, I don't
It was
want
yeah,
to
we
do this.
and we're just here for the lulls, and it got real, and we're just like we're just gonna delete everything.
I know.
Yeah,
They're
But
the
it
type
was-
of people who've never been punched in the fucking face.
Yeah.
They talk big and carry on. They do that, but they've never had to face the consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
And
I've been
hopefully
punched
people
in
like
the
that
face.
will
I
someday.
have been punched in the face. I'll tell
Mary
you
went
what.
to city school.
I went to a city school. We were best friends after that. Like,
I can see that. I bet. Yeah.
I pushed too hard. I was just like, oh, let me where's that line? Where's that line? And she was like, bam. And I'm like, whoa, we got in this big
I hope
fight.
so.
So, and then we were like super best
Becky's the
friends.
same way. My wife, she used to go to the bar and get in huge fights. So
What?
Yeah, she's
What?
a tough one. Oh yeah.
She
Yeah,
Irish
she would
too?
go and like some woman would get like all up in her and she'd just haul off and punch him. I you know what? She should come on sometime too.
Oh my gosh,
We
please.
would have fun.
Yeah,
Please.
let's organize this. You know, when we're
Let's-
here, whenever you're available, we'll make it happen.
Yeah,
Because I'm not inviting
sure. Well, see,
anybody
we've
on
been
anymore.
doing a
Yeah.
Friday night show.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh!
Sorry, Dave.
I said we don't really invite people on anymore. We're just doing our own
We
weird
just
things.
hang out and like do like play games or do something weird,
And do
like
some
talk
kitchen
about
work.
like Dave cooks sometimes, so like it's
Really?
Yeah.
super fun to like have you on because like
Yeah.
yeah we've been doing Dave's
I
been,
like it.
he's been
I love
making a
talking
bunch
to
of
you.
stuff in the kitchen. He goes up there and
Where I belong.
or we play weird games. Yeah, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's
Yeah, anytime
you know
you're
what?
free, let me know and we'll have you guys on.
Can I tell you this?
I will. Yeah, she would love it.
I would also love it. Dave was like,
Yeah, because this is a total sausage party. Like,
Dave was like, when I met him and I was like, he's like, you're gonna meet my sister, and I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah. She knocked a guy's teeth out at a bar once. You know, like she didn't take any shit from anybody, and I'm like, oh my god, why are you telling me this? You know, like she's the best. But yeah,
Sweetheart.
she will.
yeah.
She will.
but- yeah.
Knock your teeth out. Like, I love her though so much, and she won't knock my teeth out, you know. But imagine how
Like,
nervous I was.
Becky hasn't fought in 20 years, but
Yeah.
she has done it before.
Yeah,
So.
but she still has it in her.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, that's why we've built the businesses we have. She, you know, if it was, I'm not a pushover as much as I used. I was a born pushover. So I've had to learn how to carry myself in business and not be a pushover, but she was born
Yeah.
not a pushover. She's the opposite of what I was.
Yeah,
and
I'm a
so
people
she's
pleaser.
really,
Yeah.
she's awesome. Need some
We
buns
need to
first.
make
Oh
this
my God.
happen.
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh my gosh.
It's his wife, Ryan. Stop it.
It's just because there's
I know.
always like two girls, like me.
Yeah,
and
there's, like, one
other
person in the chat.
one other girl in the
Teresa's
chat.
here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we got her.
Teresa, woo, woo. Let's stay
Girl
strong.
power.
Girl power. Yeah. Goodness. Oh, I don't want to go. I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
but
go.
I do. I got 12 hours
I
tomorrow.
know he has to work.
gotta-
in the next
One more
day.
movie I was gonna
Yeah.
one movie I
Yes.
was tell you
Please.
about, Knock at the Cabin. I watched that and fucking loved it. Becky hated it and I loved it. So
Okay,
yeah,
wait.
it's
what
the
are-
new M. Night Shyamalan film.
Oh. Okay, so it's going to be
okay.
a thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like 4 religious crazies show up at the cabin. And
Oh,
they're like,
and that's where it's like
Yeah.
you can pick one person and stop the end of the world. Okay.
yep.
Oh,
The
that
story-
seems
what
like
you see,
really high
like, the-
anxiety.
They don't give anything away, but they set it up in the trailer, and that's they what they set up is what happens. It's great. There's
Oh, it
I'm not
seems
Tim,
terrifying.
spoil it.
I have to
you're
ask
going to
you.
enjoy it.
Did you watch The Mist? The movie, the book.
Oh, I love it. I love The
Oh.
Mist. It's one of my favorite.
Really? It just scares me to. It freaks me out.
It's very
Oh my
dark.
God.
No, yeah,
That
it's
ending?
terrible.
It's
It's
that ending.
fucking
darker
worst.
than-
I
yeah.
can't.
Oh shit! I had the guy's name. Fuck. He wrote a whole bunch. I think he did a bunch of Stephen King movies, but he rewrote the ending. It's darker than Stephen King's ending,
No,
and I love that. Yeah, it's
it can't be.
yeah. That ending is original to the movie. He changed that. I forget the book actually has a bit of a happy ending, and the
Oh.
movie's darker.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
And I
It's the
picked
worst.
up on something one night. So you know the guy in the he's the grocery guy. He has the gun. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when he shoots the crazy religious lady? Well, he gets mad at her and shoots her a second time after she's dead. And if he hadn't have done that, there'd have been a bullet left for the guy in the car. So that even makes it even more twisted.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to read.
Isn't
the
that
book now.
crazy?
Yeah.
So he shoot. Yeah. Anyway,
should read the
I
book.
understand. It's cool. I'll talk to Becky and try to get. If you guys want to, she would love that. She does a Friday show with me now. She's all about coming on. So
Cool.
it
Yeah,
would be
you get
fun.
used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
so
I got one
excited.
more thing
Okay,
that
no,
I've been
but
trying to do
I'm-
lately.
Okay,
Okay.
Let me
Go ahead.
exclaim my excitement.
Yeah.
This
Mary
is how
wants to
fun
be-
this was. Oh my gosh, this was so much fun. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So
I
I
can't
listen.
wait
I
till
listen.
next
I
time.
listen to
What?
ghost story podcasts like 24/7. Do you have any real ghost stories or experiences?
I wish I did. Becky
That's
does,
fine.
and she can tell you them.
Oh.
But I want to. So I've. Did you guys ever watch Coast or listen to Coast to Coast?
Oh my gosh.
With
I
Art
wanted to
Bell
bring
back
that
in
up,
the
too.
80s?
Because it comes back. Because I was listening to the old Coast to Coast, and I listened to your podcast where you're talking about the guy who called in on the payphone or whatever. But
Yes, that's fine. I love you, Dave. You're awesome.
I listened to the old Coast to Coast podcasts and like the really old ones, and then they have commercials and people talking, and it was like the news syndicated. They're complaining about the same shit left and right, like
Yeah.
all the liberals
Yes,
are trying
Dave,
to do
it's
this.
unreal. I've been listening to
Yeah.
all his old stuff, and it's the same
The
thing.
same shit.
It's you could
can play it
just
right now.
replace one word with another one, and
Yeah,
it's
somebody's
the same.
name.
It's unreal.
Yeah, they've been doing the same game
Yeah,
for so
that's
long.
why people who say the world's gonna fuck. I told you, it's all the same.
It's all
Yeah,
syndicated.
but whatever. Anyway, I know. But yeah, so I love Art Bell.
Yep.
My intro for my show was modeled after his, where I talked.
I heard it
like
in-
live on Facebook. All
Yeah.
that. It's modeled after him. So
Yeah,
but
I started out with George
It's
Norrie,
cool.
but then I
Anyway,
got
so
back to
I'm
Art
going to
Bell.
do a ghost to ghost episode this year. So if you guys have, because he used to do every Halloween. So anyway, okay, real. I know. You got to
That's
go.
fine.
No,
do
it's
you remember
fine.
the Phoenix Light story where they saw the lights in the sky and it was UFOs or
There's
whatever?
a lot of people. Yeah, I think.
Or they thought it was
Yeah.
UFOs. Yeah, a lot of people seen them. Anyway, I had somebody message me afterwards who saw those lights the night it happened. One of my followers, and I'm like, fuck. So close to Halloween, I'm going to do a ghost to ghost episode where everybody who has a creepy story, whether it's aliens or I don't care. As long as you believe it, I will put it on the air, and I might even do a live call-in because I've been doing open phone line shows now, and they've been great. I'll get 5 or 6 calls at a
excited
time.
for you.
And,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I'm so excited for you.
And we're doing like talk radio. We did a 24-hour live stream at New Year's Eve, and then we did a 4-hour show where I got pre-recorded 15-minute junks from other people, 16 different creators, and then we did live segments in between where we hosted it like a talk radio show. Anyway, yeah, I got so many things that are so much fun.
That's
Guys,
great.
if you are not following him everywhere for everything, go follow Tim. Oh my god.
There's his website. All of his links are in the show notes
Oh
here.
my gosh.
They're there and still listening. So
The fact that you
yeah, I'll
have,
come
like,
on anytime. Well, I love coming on. You know what? It meant a lot to me. So it was really funny. I was doing the write up for the show, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out with people that I consider my friends. And then I read your write up after that, and I'm like, he called me his friend. I'm like, yes, that's good.
Oh, I told my kids, I'm like, we're talking to a friend, we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Just everybody, nobody.
It's like we
asked
want
me
to promote
any
our stuff, but we
questions,
didn't
like,
talk about any of our stuff. We're
Yeah.
just having a conversation. It's fun.
I was so
It's
excited.
fun to sit down and just talk.
Yeah, to know that you were coming back on. Dave was like, Toolman Tim's
Oh,
coming back on.
he
I'm
wants
like,
to know where to
Yeah,
buy.
you can go to Beck's Gold in the one I go to is in the West Edmonton Mall. They have 4 branches in Edmonton. They have the best price on gold anywhere, gold and silver in the whole province. And I buy from them all the time. They're fucking incredible. Beck's Silver and Gold.
I need to get into that. Yeah. All right. I think we should just.
I know,
do it.
I feel like-
Otherwise, we're going to keep talking.
I feel like there's so much more
I know,
now
it's
that,
all right.
to get into. Like, there's so many more things
You know,
that we could
if you guys want me to, if you want me to come back next Friday, my wife's still away, so I could probably. Yeah, not that I'm not really inviting myself back.
No, it's
but
You can totally
if you
invite
want to,
yourself
send
back.
me a message or whatever. So.
I'd be.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I think it's. Yeah. I think we should.
yeah. Well.
I
Yeah.
think we
Sure.
totally should. Yeah. This has been.
Well,
a ton
message
of
me.
fun.
It's okay.
I know
Anyway, I'm
everyone's
available.
Like, yes.
Our number one fans into
So
it.
whatever. Just,
Okay.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh.
hey, it was
So
fun.
much
Those
fun.
2 hours flew by. So and yeah, work hard tomorrow, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly what that's all about. So
I will.
keep it up because that's what we do for our
He's a
families,
good
right?
man. He's a good man. Yeah, he does it for the family because he loves us. Yeah, he tells me like.
All right, now I'm going to
If-
say
if
goodbye
I
because
didn't
we
have
can
a
keep
family-
talking and
Yep.
I'll
Okay.
just be
Yes.
the dick. And,
Yes.
yeah.
Good
Night,
night,
guys.
Tim.
Good night,
We
Tim.
love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Dave tells me that if I weren't here, if he didn't have a woman in the picture,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'd be living in a small box.
Yeah. That's all I need.
Like,
As long as it has.
I don't need
Xbox
all
or
this
something.
stuff. I don't need. I just a screen, Xbox. I don't need to go like have curtains. Who needs curtains? Drapes? What are those?
All right, good night, Tim.
Couch. Oh my gosh, who needs a couch? Good night, Tim. I'm at the thought of meeting and hanging out with his wife. I'm very excited. Like
Yeah, we got to set that up.
that she would punch somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
Is she Irish too?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll this out. I think that went perfect. This is a perfect ending. We have nothing more to say.
Yeah.
We have a lot to say.
I had so much fun. Trying to make this.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Thanks.
Lacey's still
Oh,
here. Slather's
yeah,
still here. It's
yeah.
good to see you again, man. I'd check up on
We
you
were
and
nervous,
float.
yeah.
Or like, what happened to Slather? Where'd he go? I think we're done here. Thanks
I'm
for hanging
gonna
out,
go.
Ryan.
I feel like
Robert,
I did have too much to drink, but it was a lot of fun.
Teresa.
Teresa, thanks for hanging hanging out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We usually bullshit and we play games or we do something silly. Craig with K, what's up?
I love that. Yeah, that's what we're going for, Teresa. Just hanging out. So Friday night, we're always
I figured we
here
did
Friday.
something sly there.
Friday, if you feel like hanging out.
Don Mar.
Craig with the K, I'm so glad that your
I still love
internet
this.
hung
We got
out
Oh,
long enough.
hello, Don Mar.
and for Sly,
No,
there's
we need to make something
Where's
new
it
for
at?
Dunmar. We need to just be like, Whipple!
where'd the button go?
Mike.
There it is.
Hey, Sliker! Fuck you! Don't come back until you give us a fucking Whipple!
Aggressive.
Bro,
Oh, we have also
we were
having.
doing a big concern.
Yeah, we were.
The
We got
movie
Mike.
for Sunday. Our Sunday movie night on
Oh,
our burner
what-
channel.
what are we
is
watching?
Going to be
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is right there. We're watching Blade Runner Sunday night. Tuesday night. This Tuesday we got Anarchy right here on Twitch.
Yeah,
If you're on
so
Twitch,
if you
you're
want
on
to be on Twitch and come here on Twitch,
Yeah.
this Tuesday we will be here. As
doing
long
all
as
the things
Dave's
we're not supposed to do.
Ruin it. Yeah. I heard Whipple.
Yeah, so we'll be on
Really
on
good
our
Whipple.
Twitch burner, which is LLN Movie Night. LLN Movie Night on Twitch. And we'll be watching a movie together and running our mouth. And Tuesday night Anarchy. That yeah. Wednesday I do Alan Show, and then we'll be back
Yeah.
every Friday on all the platforms.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I hate saying goodbye. I hate
Yeah.
when it's over.
When the parlay tonight.
I hate when it's over, guys.
That sounds like betting stuff.
Makes me sad.
Outro. Good night, guys.
Okay, good night. I love you all very, very much.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number one, but you India, you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done. Cause we only just begun. I review you. Zero by bitch gone. So come on, T-Series. Looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oof. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Oops. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Sabot!
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much fun. I help you with your training dance, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.
additional sponsor break. Time Suck is brought to you today by Whipple Tough Titties Edition. Your doctor told you had to stop drinking energy drinks because you've eaten several holes through your stomach. Tough Titties! Pound that shit. Winners never quit. Wife's worried about your blood pressure? Tough Titties! Life is pressure. Pound it and crush the empty can in her fucking forehead. Thinking about not finishing the can because your hands are shaking, you're seeing double, and you can actually hear your heartbeat skipping? Tough Titties! Drink enough Whipple, and you no longer need a heart. Whipple is life. Whipple is death. Whipple is true enlightenment in liquid toxic chemical form. Buy some Whipple Tough Titties! Edition today. Available in root beer chakra and black cherry thunderdick flavors. All right. I had some of that black cherry thunderdick this morning. It's fucking tasty.